ladies and gentlemen. It's time for an all-new ho-ho-ho double special show. Ho-ho-ho, motherfuckers. It's time for the Christmas episode. Chris said to do it Christmassy, so that's what I'm doing. Starring Tiffany, Barbee, Chris Gorges, and me, JB Lee.
And me.
And that guy. Ho-ho-ho.
So say the stars, it's meant to be.
Ha.
My heart.
Ho-ho-ho.
My soul is too.
Ho-ho-ho.
I pledge.
Motherfucker.
One day you'll be my.
Ho-ho-ho.
I swear.
That's what came to me, dude. He forced me to improvise.
How
and
is
that's
that
what came up.
Christmassy? That's completely offensive
I
right
said
out of the
ho
gate.
ho ho 17 times.
But you said the F word.
MFer. He didn't say
Yeah.
just the F word. He got all
Well,
like
mothers are
70s
Christmassy.
detective show. What the hell was that, dude?
I don't know.
Oh, that's.
I wasn't prepared for doing that this evening.
How do you need to be prepared to that? You've done that a million times on this show. A million times.
A million
you've done
times I've done a Christmas opening.
that. You're drunk, dude.
I've had one sip of wine so far.
Welcome to Double Special. Sorry about that intro. We love you. Merry Christmas. We're not going to be on next week, so we're doing a Christmas episode this week.
Or the week after.
Well, is it two in a row? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it is 2 in a row. Taking 2 weeks off for our Christmas break, but we will have a show. We'll talk about that. The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. If you want to give us a call, give us about a half an hour. Lots to talk about this evening. Lots going on the planet Earth. Holy crap, man. It's been an insane week.
Yeah.
All over the place. Yeah. And then you come out with more insanity for some reason. Well, I
Always.
don't even get that, dude.
Well, it
I
was-
said, my exact words to you before the show, it said, do something Christmassy. That's exactly what I said.
and I said ho 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 double special show.
Right after you said.
No, I said that other part afterwards. I'd
You
already
said it-
introduced the
You
Christmas.
got all like cursey, right?
It got Christmassy.
Tiffany, your
Like
thoughts?
pizza.
I think it was a little bit much.
Just a
Would
tad.
you use that mouth around the Christmas table?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Oh.
Listen, I listened to another show, and if you're listening on IRN, welcome. It's Friday night for you. Gear, it's Saturday morning. I was listening to IRN, internet radio broadcast, where we rebroadcast on Friday nights. That's, what is it, irnbroadcast.com, I think it is, right? Yeah. Anyway, I went on there and listened to the Wake Up Early with Dougie Almeida show. He's a comedian,
yeah.
and it was very
Oh.
dirty, and I was like, wow, they were very rare.
Dirty and rare.
Yeah, but they didn't tote it as a Christmas thing
Rawr.
immediately afterwards, so it's just kind of weird. Wasn't that weird? It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Ella's Merry Christmas.
I know who
The
Dougie
spirit of man.
is. He's my friend on Facebook.
Then that's the only way you know him?
Yeah,
So
but
you
when
really
you
don't
said
know who
it,
he
it
is.
all
Yeah.
came
But
together.
you don't know who he is.
I
You
may
said that-
know him. I meet people. I have to meet someone 20 times before it sticks in.
So you're telling me the first 20 times that we met didn't stick at all? Jordan and I were pretty,
That sounds about right.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, like seriously.
Really?
I like offend so many people like all the time. 'cause
We
they're
know
like,
that.
They're like,
We're
we've
aware of
met
that.
like 20 times, Tiffany.
That's
I'm
why it's
like,
so much fun to
really?
hang out with you.
Fairly sure she didn't remember our name. It's my name at least until like the 6th or 7th time we'd met.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, names is one thing, but, you know.
Oh no! Like if he went into Publix and changed clothes like within the first 10 times of meeting, I would not recognize
No,
him.
he had a good show, but it was a little raw. And we could be raw if we wanted to.
You could be so raw.
Yeah, we could be totally raw.
Chicken meat at the Publix place.
Porn raw. But
I
we choose
can't.
not to do that. You have people that you are involved with, Tiffany, in a teaching capacity, so we have to kind of. I don't want to lose
Right.
you.
And
at
I don't
any of your
talk
gigs.
that way anyway.
And we're not like that.
She's like, I don't talk that. I mean, you are apparently.
Not all the time.
Okay,
Rarely.
Grit boy, what was that?
Well, I said one bad word. It wasn't like I got all nasty.
you know what? One bad word, but then you come out like that. That's like the top layer of the bad words, right,
Well,
Tiffany?
you have to.
Right.
No.
Yeah, the F word is a bad
It's in the
one.
upper
Especially when you
echelon.
put mother in front of it.
Yeah, you cannot do that to mothers.
I don't know.
I sound like such a wimp right now. I'm just like, you said the MFer word. It's ridiculous. Because I like the word myself. I like the F word. I've always loved the F word. It's the most versatile curse word ever. It can be used as an adjective, a verb. It's fantastic. It's such a versatile word, and people are so offended by it.
Yeah, people are. I'm not offended to hear it at all, but it makes me feel ill to say it off my tongue. Like if I say it, like I'm like, ugh.
So you don't get
for,
nauseous
like-
if you hear it.
Yeah. Like if I hear it,
Totally
it doesn't
fine.
bother me at all. I don't
Yeah.
even hear it. Like,
Mhm.
but like to say it, like outside of the bedroom, is like totally.
See, that to me is
No, I'm
amazing.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not
Outside of the bedroom, in the privacy, then, it's,
It
you know.
means you have a cursing fetish.
Joking. I'm kidding.
It's a little weird.
It just sounds like a
I know.
pimp when she has sex. Like all the dirty things you think
It's
you
like
hear
a
a pimp
very
say.
19th
kidding.
century fetish.
I'm I'm kidding. Anyway.
No, you're not though.
No.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. You know what? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to do it in the privacy and the intimate moment between you and somebody that you care about. I get that. That's fine. You want to cut loose a little bit. That should be a time, right, Jordan?
That should be the time.
Right? Not
That's
out.
the time when you experiment with
Yeah.
all kinds of syllables.
Not at the beginning of a podcast show. That's probably not the time.
No.
I wasn't experimenting. I'm an experienced user of those syllables.
That's so funny. I'm kidding, Mom. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and I curse like a sailor on my show, which I'm trying to curb. Not completely. I don't want to not be a cursing comic, but I also understand that that's like the one thing that I've heard from club owners is that the F word. Anything else, like, the material's not that bad. You know, if it's the content could be racy. And I'm like, racy, like inserting things, and that's fine. But don't say the F word.
Right, like I'm a clean comic, but I do reference, like
You're-
penises.
Yeah, no, you're filthy.
Well, what's the context, though? Are you talking about having
Well,
an
like
examination?
I talk about how my mom asks if men have hair on their penises,
Oh
and
my
like I
God.
say penis like 3 times. There's like 3 jokes that
Ooh,
where a
she says
penis,
3 penis
where
words.
where a
That's
penis is a star
over the limit, I think, in some clubs.
of the joke. But I don't say the F word, and I don't say any swear words, so
I do.
I'm clean.
I do. I say lots
Yeah.
of swear words.
He
Yeah.
F's all over the place.
But that's fine. You know, that's a different sort of tone that I have.
He's
when I do
dropping them
stand-up.
like a Canada goose.
I get very anxious, and I get very. It's a hard. It's. I don't say that it's a crutch, but it comes out in the personality of the person that I'm on stage. And you said, Tiffany, in my show, people don't really seem to notice.
Right, yeah, because you do it so smoothly. Like, it just rolls off your
Well,
tongue.
I'm not doing it
like-
everything, and I don't throw a lot of MFers out there. MFers, that's when you've like crossed the
Yeah.
F line with a lot of
Yeah.
people.
What?
They can handle just the F word, but when you throw the MFer on
No.
there, all of a sudden they're like, hey, buddy.
Yeah,
I
Chris-
think the MFer, it just like that just means you're talking to all the dads in the audience. It's not even offensive at all.
I don't know.
Nope.
It's very aggressive. It's a very aggressive way to use the F word. I'll just say that.
Chris pulls
could be
off
worse.
the F word on stage.
I
don't,
tried
like
to.
I swear, like so many people have said it. It's not even just me. Like so many people say that they don't even hear you swear.
But that's the thing. When I do it and I'm doing it on stage, it's correct to the tone that I'm in when I'm doing.
Right? Yeah,
Whatever
you
I'm
do it when it's necessary.
Yeah. So we
You
got our.
grease it up. You lube it up before
Yeah.
you spit it out
It's
there.
all in the sale, buddy.
It's like a cat with a hairball. If you
It-
feed him the Vaseline ahead of time, it comes up smoother. That's you and the F bomb.
Nice. You can listen to what is it? Wake Up Late with Doug. It's a Doug Almeida show on IRN. I think it's on every morning from like 10 to noon. It's a pretty interesting show. They talk a lot of stand up. Kind of a cool podcast. Again, it's on IRNbroadcast.com.
Very raw.
Just double check that webcast for me, Crystal. Crystal's now in the studio.
While
If
she
you
does
could.
that, we will. Check in! Check in!
Sure, you don't want to curse at us first.
Shut the hell up.
See, he couldn't help himself.
Man, monkey.
Did you, Crystal? Did you hear the way you opened the show?
I thought it was brilliant, Jordan.
You would.
And I think Mother actually makes it more sensitive.
What?
Yeah, I think that like softens the blow of fucker.
Okay. Let's.
Yeah.
See, you're the only person. Okay, just stop. I'm sorry I asked her anything.
It's getting a little weird in here.
They can't help it, dude. They can't help their potty.
All right, the bell is sacred, my friend.
Not.
Not to me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Parents are outraged after they say an elementary school took away their blind kid's cane and gave him a pool noodle. Check in.
A pool noodle
Pool noodle.
as a walking stick?
Apparently, yes.
Oh my God.
The bus driver thought he waved it at some kid menacingly, which he has no eyes, so I don't even know how you're doing that.
Well,
And
you don't have to. You don't have to have eyes to be able to swing a stick at somebody.
so, but they
in the
give the
general
kid a
direction
pool
of-
noodle?
Wow.
Yeah. Afterwards, like how much damage can you do with a pool noodle? Although
How can he get around? That's
Yeah.
really
No, that's
horrible.
right. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You're approving of this.
It's it takes a bad situation that makes it funny. A guy walking around with a pool noodle.
It is
It's
funny.
just
My
kind of odd.
question: he's born without any eyes. What does
I
he
knew
have
it.
there instead?
I knew this
Like,
was
there's
going
no
to come up
eyes?
immediately.
What does he have instead? Is it just like shut? Is there nothing there? Is it just a black spot? What is
Just a
it?
black spot like Annie or something? Like a
Yeah.
cartoon character?
What is that? A void in
What
his
does
head?
it look like with no eyes
It's
when
like
you're
a
born?
socket. They
Yeah.
close it in with tissue, and it becomes
He's
like
got
a
So
like-
it's just like nothing. It's like if my eyes were closed.
But a little
Without
sunk
the
in.
eyelashes.
sunk in. Yeah.
Because there's no eyes there holding open your lids.
You have an eye socket. You've seen a skull, right? It has a bone around the
Mhm.
back of the eye socket, and the eye fits in there, and it's connected by
I'm s-
wires and gum.
Are you really telling a child who's never seen his own reflection that he's hideous? Because that's what you just did.
No.
And you prefaced it by saying it is funny.
No, the noodle thing.
Easy, Tiger. All right.
don't
Well,
Well,
Okay.
you have a history.
so what happened? Did he get his cane back?
Well, they were going to make him use it for 2 weeks, but I guess the parents are outraged and they're getting newspaper press. Usually that kind of outrage triumphs.
Yeah.
Yes, Tiffany.
Yeah.
I have a a question.
Yes,
Not to do
that's
with
why I
his
acknowledged
eyes.
you.
Okay. So if he's going to elementary school though, like, don't you think he should like have a helper person? Like, usually they have an adult that goes around with someone that needs that much help. I mean, otherwise he should go to a special school or something. Like, you can't just go to school without a helper if you don't have any eyes.
All right, that's
Mhm.
Educational Law by Tiffany.
When
I
I
don't
was
know.
little, if someone was like handicapped, there was a helper. Like
Yeah,
a,
I'm sure that wherever he was going to school had people for that, but he was
Mhm.
on the bus. I mean, he gets help getting on the bus, then he gets help getting off the bus, then he goes to class.
well, it was a
obviously-
bus driver that did
Isn't
it.
it amazing though? You can be a kid and have no eyes, and you still want to beat people up on the bus. What is that about buses that does that to kids?
Buses.
Where they just end up in sword fights, like in the bus. Kids
Like,
lose their minds in a school bus.
that's
It's
true.
a horrible, cramped, smelly
But-
place.
No,
Bus-
some of them are.
Bus drivers, though, like, that guy's a bus driver. Our bus driver used to pull over and, like, start yelling at the hot dog lady. Remember those hot dog bun ladies that used to stay out there with, like, tea bags on? He used to pull the bus over and
Are you
start,
kidding
like,
me?
catcalling at her.
Catcalling.
Yeah.
Like yelling good things or bad
Oh,
things?
yeah, and all the boys on the bus would run, too. This is, like, in middle school. So
Oh
bus
my
drivers,
God.
they're not trained
Good God.
to
That's
deal
horrible,
with children.
dude. That is so creepy that you just told me that. I can't even imagine
I
somebody
Yeah.
doing that with a
I
bus full
love
of
that
kids.
bus driver.
Hold on, I gotta go over here and get my hot dog on right now.
I know.
Mr.
From
Odell.
the teabag chick.
Like, what kind of things would he yell?
He'd go, "Oh wow," and he'd be like,
Jesus.
"Hey,
he's a-
baby."
He was a lady killer,
It
huh?
was awesome. Mr.
Uh,
Odell. He used
that-
to give us Tootsie Rolls if we were good.
Oh my
All right.
God, I've heard enough. I can't. Why?
Well, Tiffany killed that one. Let's move on. Speaking of hillbillies and perverted sex, like Tiffany's school bus driver,
Holy crap.
a Wichita County, Texas woman found her husband's YouTube channel consisting of goat sexing.
Ugh,
Check in.
That's funny.
that serves her right though. You dig sometimes a little too deep, and you don't like what you get.
yeah.
Do you honestly though? Some guy, number one, he's got a YouTube channel of himself having sex with goats.
Oh, was
Also-
him having sex?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I missed that. I
Uh-huh.
thought. Wow.
Why would you wait? You could put videos up like that on YouTube?
No, well, until they catch you, like this dude.
What need to like catch you? Who? How would they not know that you put sex goat
They
things up?
Yeah.
no, well, people. It's like an up. They 24 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every second, so they're not gonna
All right.
watch everything.
Shouldn't he put that up on YouPorn or whatever they have instead?
You'd think, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, anyway, his wife found it. Did she ditch him? Did she get rid of him?
It doesn't go on into that, but
Or they put
he
him in
also they
custody?
also caught him having sex with a turkey and a lamb.
Oh my God.
I don't know how you do a turkey.
But it is Texas, though. What do you
Thank
expect?
God it's not here in
I
Florida.
know,
What, really? There's plenty of fine, decent people to live in Texas.
and it's a
Oh,
part of Texas
yeah.
named after a part of Kansas, so you know it's probably pretty awful.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're suspending check-in. We got a caller. Caller, state your name and purpose.
Where's your check-in? Miguel Hito, my purpose is to ruin your check-in. Sorry.
oh my God, you do.
Yay.
He does
You-
this every time.
Mm.
Thank
You want me to call back? I can call back. I don't
No,
mind.
we got you on the phone. What's up, brother?
Tell them what we're talking
Oh,
about.
man.
So,
What's that?
how many times have you heard about somebody having sex with a turkey? Because so far for us, it's once.
I have a photo on my phone of a guy tagging a turkey, and he says, Happy Friday.
Why would you have that on your
What?
phone, dude?
Hey, I send it to people on Friday.
What? That's, I don't even. Oh my God, Miguel Hito, Cranial Emissions on the phone. We're doing a little Christmas episode. Are you all ready for Christmas?
Yeah, man. I just finished doing a couple of songs for that crazy-ass Spreaker Christmas festival we did on John Wilson's show and
Oh wow.
and Connor Ford and Basil Butler's show. Man, it was insane. It was funny.
You're getting all deep up into the Spreaker thing, aren't you?
Yeah, man, it's a good, it's a pretty fun little community, man. I mean, it's been crazy times lately, and you know, you can find some good solace in a lot of pretty good people, man. I've been talking to Julia from Scotland, and of course Brad and John and Kevin Thomas, guy listens to your show. We've been yakking back and forth, and some good folks, man.
The internet is cool, man. It hooks people up, and it also gives you goat and turkey porn, which is important, apparently.
Yeah.
Goat porn is big in Haiti, I think, if I'm quite correct.
That's awful, dude. Why? He's just like, I know they have goats in Haiti. I've seen pictures where there's a goat there in Haiti.
Well, we've done a couple of stories. Haitian man has sex with goat on something or other. Jesus Christ. Oh my.
We're
well,
gonna
how
do
you
it.
guys doing, Mary?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we're doing good. We're gonna have a best of episode either next week. If I don't get it done by next week, it'll definitely be up for New Year's Eve. of just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of interviews, a bunch of calls.
Oh,
We're gonna
sweet.
throw some old Brad stuff on there, maybe some Travis stuff. It should be fun, dude.
Nice. Yeah, we got one more show. We're actually switching locations, man. The brewery had some owner issues, and it got really effed up in the last couple of weeks, so we're having to move locations, unfortunately. So we're going to be kind of floating for the next couple of weeks, and then we're going to be heading over to probably the Fox and Hounds pub in Brandon.
Just get a van and do it out of the back of a van and drive around. Do it like the parking lots of different breweries.
We'll get a big old key. Yeah, that would be pretty freaking sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just you pull up there and you got the thing. And right, Tiffany, wouldn't you like to do that podcast where you travel to each location?
No.
So sweet.
Tiffany's like, no, that sounds exhausting.
Logistically, it'd be kind of crazy because, it's Friday, all of us, work normal jobs. And by the time we get off, it's darn near 5 o'clock. And we got to rush and do our things anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But you'll find a regular place. And where's the new place going to be at?
Not too far. I mean, it's a little deeper into Brandon. It's not in Tampa anymore.
Damn.
So it's probably about maybe 3 miles from the other place.
You're making it
But,
harder.
you're going through a bunch of lights.
You're making it harder for any of us to ever get there. Tiffany's already like Brandon, deep in Brandon.
I mean, it's you get off the interstate and it's probably like 7 minutes from the interstate if you don't hit any lights of the 75 lights that are on
Right
60.
on, brother.
Too far.
We'll make it happen, guys.
Right
It'd probably be easier for us to come out there anyway.
That's fine.
You guys are pretty straight shot.
We'll hook it up after the first year, and we'll get it all set up.
Yeah, man, we'll make it happen.
Right on.
I'm probably also going to do a rebroadcast probably of all those Christmas songs that were done on all the shows.
Nice.
Coming up right about Christmas because we're going on vacation. We're going to miss about 2 weeks, I think, and then Joe and Ben are going to take over. We're going to skip a week right after the first of the year, so it'll be kind of fun. Little mental reset and get back to the game, buddy.
Yeah, cool, man. All right, well, listen, always a pleasure to hear from you, dude. Looking forward to a great new year. Maybe we can do some stuff together and get it all hooked up. I'm looking forward to hearing the Christmas stuff because I like Christmas music, unlike some people. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
This Christmas music was the culmination of like over half a dozen people or over a dozen people from God knows how many different countries, and some of the stuff is really good, and some of the stuff is like, oh shit,
Really
it's
bad.
the worst.
No, I like
but
that.
it's so fun. You gotta get some good fun out of it,
Sweet.
man. It's some good stuff.
All right, Miguel.
All right, buddy. You guys, everybody, take care. Crystal, JB, Tiffany, and Chris, man. You guys take care. Have an awesome Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. There you go.
All right, that's Miguel Hito from the
care, guys.
Cranial Emission Show.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys can say it into the mic when he's saying goodbye. You can go, bye, like it, love you. Bye. Chris is just like,
That's where I got the F word idea, by the way. You mentioned John Wilson, who sent us an accidental Skype text yesterday, apparently, which I saw, where he called us an effing leg end, and then said, "Oh, sorry, it was meant for Mike."
So we're not.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We could
Who's
still be
Mike?
leg ends. What is a leg end? You've been to England.
It's
is
legend.
it bad?
It's
Legend.
legend.
He put
Are
a
you
space.
stupid, or are you really saying that?
It says leg
I
end.
like that leg end.
I didn't know it was legend.
She basically just asked you if you got like Alzheimer's on set.
I know
Is
bell
that-
end is like an insult, so I figured leg end would be a different kind of insult.
What is bell end?
Huh? Your
Who's-
bell end.
What?
Yeah, the English people say that. Petrocelli said it.
Go on.
What bell end is your penis.
Oh my God.
You
Maybe
asked.
it is leg end, but I'm pretty sure it means legend, and he accidentally made a mistake. But
It would be
Ah.
funny if Tiffany was totally wrong.
I
and
could
it
be
totally meant
wrong.
what you meant. It means like you're getting it wrong. That bell is not actually what they say. They say that instead because
How
that
do you-
makes more sense to
He
me.
purposely meant to put a space and make it in all caps, so he meant to put it like that.
All right, I'm gonna text him right now. Is it leg end or legend? And we'll see if he comes back to us before the end of the
What
show. Or
does
if he's
it
asleep.
mean?
All right, we're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 727-475-6139. In the studio, Tiffany, Barbee, JB Lee, Crystal, Lee Hayes-Gorges. whatever the
we're
hell
trying
she's
to
calling
figure out
herself.
who's stupid.
Yeah,
All right, check in. Still going on.
that's right.
Oh no.
No,
Couple in New Zealand couldn't make it out of their car when they couldn't figure out their keyless entry system. Check in.
I think I heard this 911 call, and the woman called, and she called and said, something happened with the car, and the electrical system is out, and the windows won't go down, the door locks won't open. I can't get out of the car.
Right, and
Yeah.
that is true. I've worried about that before. I've thought about
Dude.
that with all this electric stuff. What happens when it doesn't work? How can I roll down the window if my windows are like like what do you do? What do you do?
Listen to
Right,
this
yeah.
statement right here. Start it rather.
Rather than thinking to unlock the vehicle the traditional way with the locks in the doors
As
on the
it's
car.
been done for decades.
Yeah. The couple, they attempted to break through the glass with the car jack, which failed due to their weakened state. Honking the horn, which failed because it was Guy Fawkes Day.
It was what?
Guy Fawkes Day.
What is that?
It's the dude from V from Vendetta. They all set off fireworks for Hugo Weaving. No,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
fireworks. It is
For Hugo
fireworks.
I didn't know they did it in New Zealand, though, which Brad Maclean assures us is a nation of terrible people.
Yep.
But so anyway, the people there left. They were discovered 7:45 a.m. the next day.
Oh, my God.
Paramedics said they were an hour away from death.
All right, this is not the woman that I heard because the woman that I heard, we'll get back to this story, but the woman that I heard, she called the 911 and said, I'm trapped in my car. The woman goes, well, why don't you just try pop a light? She goes, oh, and she pops. She goes, oh, okay, I'm all right now. And I'm like, oh, my God. I wish this would have happened to
These
her.
people are older, though. These people are 65 and 68.
65 and 68 is not that old.
Well,
Yeah.
but
No, it's really not.
my grandpa died when he was 65. Sometimes
Did he
people are
seem like
old.
really old and out of it that he couldn't get out of his car?
Well, if he was 65 and dying, maybe they're old and dying.
You think they were both terminal? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly.
Oh, my God. I love it. Yeah, 7:45 the next day. They were struggling to breathe. Oh, my God. They were probably in a panic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so what? You spend the night in the car and get out the next morning. What is that?
I don't know.
I
New
think
Zealand.
I think I could figure out a way out of a car.
If you can't undo the locks, then it's going to be difficult. Kicking out a window is not as easy as you think it is.
Yeah,
Doesn't
not
work.
for old people.
Well, not for anybody. You try kicking out a windshield or a side window sometime. See how easy it is.
I've been in a car where somebody did it.
Okay.
It was
Have you ever
scary.
done it?
No.
Did he did it on the first shot, or did he bang it for 20 minutes?
She was like a child. She was
Well,
having a
what?
temper tantrum and
What
like kicked
child
the
is-
window out.
What child is that?
It's one of my sisters. I don't want to name which one.
Okay, but what car were you in? What kind of car
It was
were
like
you
a minivan.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's why you always should have food and water, like I do in my car.
In case you get trapped in the car?
Well, no,
is
I
that
just
why?
have it. But still, it's
in
just
case you
smart
get
for
trapped
many
in anything like an
reasons.
elevator or
Well, because I have,
storage room.
I have blood sugar problems, but it's just good to have a bunch of food. Like I have so much food and drinks in my car.
That's how you get ants.
No, it's all sealed.
probably
of
get
course.
ants.
No,
So
all my
what-
stuff is sealed. You can't get ants if stuff is sealed.
What's it sealed in?
The original packaging.
What is like if it's cheese and crackers, ants can get through that.
It's in my backpack, zipped up too.
Oh, they love getting into backpacks.
You know what? I'll kill your head.
You're full of ants.
Yeah, but I'd rather have ants than like roaches. That's the thing I wouldn't want.
Oh,
Ants?
you'll get roaches too.
What are ants?
No.
They
Not
can
if
chew
it's
right through cellophane.
sealed.
Oh, jeez.
I don't believe anything you say. I'm not Jake. You cannot trick me.
All right. Do we have any more?
Check in. Scott Stapp of Creed has gone completely insane.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the stuff? I watched a couple of his videos the other day. Holy crap. He's either really crazy or somebody really ripped him off, and I don't know if they're trying to kill him, but they're just destroying his life.
Well, I don't know. His wife and his sister-in-law have called 911 claiming he's riding around on a motorcycle shirtless, thinking that he's a CIA assassin on a mission to kill Obama.
Yeah.
He's got a backpack with tools and CIA documents. And
Right. He said that his fortune has been stolen from him. He just recently lost custody of his children full time. So yeah, he's living in a hotel somewhere in like Cocoa Beach or somewhere in Florida. He's just whacked out of his head.
Well, who knows? He could be here now. We're all in danger from Scott Stapp at this point.
I never really liked Creed at all.
No, nobody did.
Well, no, people did because they sold albums. I mean, somebody liked them.
It's like one of those
nobody you know.
Nickelback things. Yeah, nobody
yeah.
knows who likes them. And how does this happen? We don't know.
Tiffany, did you like Creed? Because you were into like sort of the Christian rock
What do
thing,
they
right?
sing?
Arms Wide Open is probably his biggest song.
That's a song. I don't really like it.
See?
Ish. Like I listened to it when it happened, but yeah, like I didn't buy the album or anything. To be honest, I just learned that the guy's name is Scott Stapp like 1 minute ago.
Okay. So, yeah, no, not a big impression left even on Tiffany. But, yeah, I've never been a Creed fan. I feel bad for the guy. But if you go on his YouTube page, there's a couple of YouTube posts. Some of them have been taken down, but where he just rants about really what's going on. And there's one where he's in his truck and he's leaving a court hearing or he's getting ready to go to. He didn't even show up to one of the hearings that he had. because he filed charges against people. He's on the edge, dude.
I remember hearing stories of him like going into Denny's late at night and hassling people.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? His wife says he's on crystal meth, amphetamine, steroids. So, I mean, who knows what's going on with this guy? But the Jesus thing seems to be working out real well for him. I'll
good
say
for you,
that.
man.
Yeah, he's really being treated well in his life. And yeah.
Arms wide open.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Check in,
Yep.
check in. Cards Against Humanity.
I have this on the board.
Oh, did you?
I have this on the board.
Well, you didn't discuss this last night.
No, I threw it on there because I'm smart.
Oh, well, you
No,
see,
it's
you're all-
good.
Well,
No.
I'll stay away from it then.
That's the
No,
game
great
you
minds think alike. Let's bring it up
All
right now.
right.
That's the game you and Crystal play.
Yes.
Yeah, describe the game to your viewers because I'm kind of unsure of how it works still,
Yeah.
but it's a pretty
there's-
popular game.
Okay, you have two sets of cards. There's
And this is you can do it online. This is where it started, right? Online?
no, it started out as an actual card game.
Oh, it was an actual card
But
game.
they've made it open source. They've always made it where you can download the cards, people can add them in. But basically, you start out, there's it's almost like a Mad Libs kind of deal
Mhm.
where there's a statement made with a couple blank spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has little cards with answers on them where you like, one of the questions would be they put the blank in the water supply. And you have one that says elves, and this is a stupid example. It wouldn't even come up in the game,
you
but
don't
yeah,
have to win right now.
I'm not
Jesus.
well because it's funnier, and I didn't want to give one of the more offensive ones away because
So it's mostly offensive ones?
you can make it very offensive at times.
No, okay.
Like who commits all the crimes? Blank.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then you have like a bunch of and sometimes it's Richard Nixon, and sometimes it's something like really racist. You never know what you're gonna get.
Holy
so,
crap.
What?
That's how you play the card game. And basically, you take turns around the table. One person is the judge and decides who put down the funniest answer.
Here you go. It has an explanation right there. As Time describes it, the game itself is a fill-in-the-blank party game where players try to one-up each other with phrase cards ranging from merely politically incorrect to legitimately disgusting.
Well, that was put in a much better way.
So
Why didn't you tell me that was there the whole
I
time?
thought you read this.
No.
I thought you were going to go right to that when I said,
I
tell us about the
skimmed
game,
it.
Jordan.
I skimmed
Bam.
it. I just copy-paste these
No.
things.
So you don't invent the thing that goes
Yeah,
in the blank.
no,
it's on a card already.
Right, it's like basically if you with people who can't have a funny and engaging conversation with quick, snappy answers, it's a game that helps simulate that.
Oh.
It's you know what? It sounds a lot less dangerous than some stuff that's online. So.
Doesn't seem like my type of game.
So anyway, the company decided to sell these BS packs. They were BS boxes, right? It was like a ornate box.
Yeah,
that you
for
could buy.
Black Friday they
For
had a
Black
special.
Friday, yeah, and you could buy this. It was what, $50 or how much was it?
No, I think it was like $6.
So they actually sent people a box with this like poop on the front of it. You know,
That's it. They described exactly what you're gonna get. They
a
didn't
box
say-
of poop.
Yeah, they said you're buying a box of poop.
Yeah, yep.
And people bought it going like, it can't possibly be real poop.
Yep.
What are they gonna really send us? There's gonna be some kind of secret coolness in it, something neat.
Well,
No.
here's what happened. A sleekly designed box full of poop arrived in the mail for the 30,000 people who were lucky enough to act on the company's Black Friday stunt. So they actually got bull poop. They sent them bull poop in a
came
box.
from a
It's
Texas
pretty funny.
ranch.
That's pretty awesome.
I saw an unboxing on YouTube, which is hilarious. This guy actually doesn't know what he's getting, and it's like, oh,
So excited.
yeah, as soon as he pulls it out, he flips out, he swears and drops it, poop.
Well, yeah, that's funny. I saw the box. It had like a little cartoon pile of poop on the box.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's
So
what you get. Merry Christmas.
So it was just like a little dried chunk of poo.
so what happened? Like people got mad?
No, I mean, how can you get mad? They actually told you what you were getting.
Why would people buy it? Because they thought, oh, they won't get.
Jordan, tell her why. Like socially,
Yeah, I don't.
what drives a person to buy something like that,
Well,
regardless of
How much did they pay?
$6,
$6?
and a lot of it went to charity.
Anyway, yeah. Well, that was a bummer. She just totally was like, "Wow,
Yeah,
they got
you-
disappointed because I got Pop New." It's funny. It's a nice stunt, and it's like two guys sitting around a room and go, "It'd be really funny if we could get people to give us money to get a box of poop." And the other guy goes, "Come on, nobody's gonna buy a box of poop." I bet if we told them it was a box of poop and put it in a cool box, they would buy it not knowing what's really inside. I bet you they lined this whole
no.
thing up, dude.
Well,
Seriously.
they did it to make fun of Black Friday.
Well, but still, I think that. What do you mean Black Friday? What does poop have to do with Black Friday?
Well, they said we really hate Black Friday. It's just kind of a horrible day. It comes after the day where you're supposed to be thankful for what you have.
I'm talking about the idea to put poop in a box.
That's
and
what
send
they
it to
did.
people.
This is what they said.
I
They said
Right.
They said there's all this horrible commercialism going on Black Friday.
Right.
we should sell people like an actual useless box of poop as part, like just to show up the whole Black Friday thing.
Hmm.
Tiffany?
What are we? What?
Yeah, you zoned out. You totally zoned out there. I saw you looking away.
She doesn't care about a
I
box
know.
of poop, dude.
I thought I was done talking about it. What else can I say about a box of poop?
You didn't say anything about the box of
I
poop.
Yeah.
did. I thought I talked about it for
No,
like 5 minutes.
you asked a question,
Like
and then when we
5
answered it, you
minutes?
just went,
You are. What happened? Would she put like a Santa Claus hat on and just totally turns into a different person?
I know.
Listen, Mrs. Claus, look, get with the program. All right, we're done. Yeah, that was
I just
checking.
don't get it. I don't get why people would buy poop.
Because they're stupid. They get what they. It's because people just do impulsive things sometimes about, especially when it's the packaging. I know that if it's like you, Jordan, for a while you were into novelty packaging. You bought things and you were like, look at that, look at the cover there.
When
Look
did
at
I
that.
buy with novelty packaging?
Food products that you were buying?
Exactly what? Name an example, please.
You were doing energy drinks, and at one point you were doing like all these weird energy drinks.
I bought the Steven Seagal drink. That was the one maybe you're talking about. Which you had to buy that.
You
that was
had
like
to.
one of the first celebrity energy drinks. It was still a new, exciting thing.
Steven Seagal. How did that work out for you?
It did not work out that great. It had the cordyceps in it. That was the first time I heard about those. Now everybody's into the cordyceps.
What is a
that?
cordyceps?
That's the fungus that erupts out of like an ant in Asia.
What?
Yeah, it's like a parasitic fungus. It like infects ants and then erupts out of their head.
Oh my god.
Like some sort of horrible zombie. And then they collect it for Chinese medicine, and now they put it in energy drinks.
Who's into it? Who's everybody that's into that?
People were doing it for a while.
everybody's into that. What are you
I thought I don't know. I thought cordyceps were popular. You don't know anything. You don't.
Yeah. All right.
Thank goodness.
You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. We're not going to be on next week. We won't be on the following week. It's Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. I was like, I don't really want to do a show on Christmas Eve. I like to chill
want
out
to do one
'cause
on
I
New
gotta be up
Year's
early.
where Tiffany did shots, but Tiffany wouldn't agree to it.
I know.
Well,
What are you
yeah.
talking
Well, I
about?
was talking about Christmas Eve, first of all.
Oh, no, Christmas Eve was fun.
Yeah, you got stuff and we got stuff. But yeah, New
Yeah,
Year's
let's do
Eve,
that.
even I was like, I don't know who's really going to be listening live. I mean, we could do it, but they wouldn't see it till a day or two later, probably.
I'm not going to do shots.
See, you said no.
Yeah.
We almost had her, though. She was thinking about it. But you
When?
ruined it. You always ruin it.
I didn't ruin it. How did I ruin it?
Because you push it. You always push it.
But then we could try
Do a
our
shot?
casual couch show that Jordan's been wanting to try.
I don't want to sit
We could
around.
like
What is this, the Mike Douglas show? What are we doing here? Why?
That'd
why do you
be
wanna-
fun.
Why do you want to sit on a
He's
couch?
popular.
That's so lazy.
Well, no, because it's New Year's Eve, so we don't have to be all like formal and stuff.
Who's formal?
Well, no, I mean, like with the whole like table setup, we could just hold the mics and be all like, what?
Let's just
And
take
that's
2
it.
weeks off and chill and come back after the first year. How about we do that?
I concur.
Take some time off.
I
You always
predict that
concur
we're
with
going to
him.
do a New Year's Eve show.
I predict that that's not going to happen.
I predict
I'm not
going
gonna
to
be on that show.
I say we just
Good
have
luck
like
hosting that
Yeah.
show.
You guys are
Attica,
going to be here.
Attica.
I don't. I'm not. I would like to take two weeks. Look, we do almost straight through the whole year long. We do a show every week. So, what's the problem? Why can't we take the holidays off for 1 year? It's not like we're getting paid.
Well, no, I mean, because we're all going to be here New Year's Eve anyways.
Yeah, I'd rather not sit around and talk with microphones in my face. How about we just hang out and be
Well, we
friends?
could put the webcam on and just dance in front of
could
it.
be
I'm
like-
not dancing with you in
To
my
have
back
party.
room, dude.
We could just have it
We
live
could have
going
a
out
live New Year's
for
Eve
people
party,
who want to
double
tune in and
special,
hang
yeah.
with Double Special.
Yeah,
Tiffany, what do you think of that?
that's a good idea,
mean-
Your
Jordan.
friends coming over too?
What?
Isn't Seth and Sean and everyone coming
I
over?
don't know. I had no plans to throw a party.
You not?
What? We
I thought you
always
did.
throw a party.
I thought we were gonna have like a
We always
first
do.
memorial goes to Steve Bear thing.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah, where we like have like a section on the couch where nobody can sit.
Put a baseball cap.
Yeah, I'll let you explain that. If we had a party, I'll let you explain all the gifts, and then later I can say he's crazy. I don't know what his problem is, dude. He's just a little weird.
Dude.
Chris and I will hang out in the other room while you guys do your show back here.
I don't know. I just don't feel like doing a show. I don't. Feel
I'm
like
not
doing
talking.
a
I
show.
wasn't even saying do a show. We just like if you're gonna have people over, you just have the camera going live so people can tune in and watch us, like as we mingle and such.
Yeah.
And we can go in the other
Really
room
cool.
if we want to do private stuff.
What would be private stuff?
Yeah,
what does that
what
mean?
are we gonna be doing that's private?
I'm not doing any food stunts on New Year's. all right?
Yeah.
That's
First
not
off.
No,
private.
That's not private. Yeah.
I just don't want it, dude. Why? What
Like
is?
throwing up.
What is that? It's New Year's Eve, and you have to have a camera on you. Why would people want to watch you walk around your house?
Yeah.
Why would you think that people want to do that?
They probably don't.
Hey, let's do a security camera show where just put
Well-
it up and you can see what's happening.
It's
You
like
won't
the
be able
Big
to-
Brother house.
Yeah.
Shut
What
in.
if somebody? What if my friends forget the cameras on there and they say things that are inappropriate? And listen, I'm not.
This is double special. We say inappropriate stuff all the
No,
time.
not like some people do when they're drinking and they're not. They forget that there's a camera and a mic on them. Trust me.
Well, we're not gonna like monetize the
I'm
show.
not saying
'cause
my
we
friends are bad. I'm
music.
just saying sometimes they run their mouths when they drink. And you don't want,
We have game night and we record it and everybody's
and they're
fine
aware. Yeah, oh my God,
It's true, we did that.
it's
Yeah,
a bad idea, dude. What do you think?
with alcohols.
Why don't you do a show like that, Tiffany? You just put your webcam on and just do your normally
In my room,
daily-
I'll just
Yeah.
put a webcam
the
on.
Truman Show all of a sudden. What the hell are you guys trying to do double special, man? I don't know. I'll think about it, but I mean,
I'll go with
Okay.
whatever, but if
Who's gonna
if we
watch
were
that,
voting,
then?
I would
I
say
don't know, I don't know.
I mean, I suppose if you had a party though, you were throwing like a New Year's Eve party, and then on all your widescreens you had somebody else's New Year's Eve party playing through the screens. That would be interesting artistically as at a
That
party.
would be
That
cool.
would
You
be,
could
that'd
like
be cool.
publicize it as like the biggest party in the world.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
We should hashtag that. Somebody hashtag that immediately. Let's get it rolling. Twit it.
Biggest party in the world.
Twit it.
Twitter it.
Twitter it.
Yeah, we can get Brad in Australia and people in England.
How would that work though? Because
Brad, it would already be
you
New
could
Year's
click
Day
on
for
people's
us.
different.
Yeah, everyone
Windows.
like
That's
you turn. Yeah, everyone tunes into someone else's party and you just keep it
And
going.
you just keep it going while you're having your party.
Other countries will be already done with theirs.
Which ones?
Well, like England will still
Australia,
party.
England's 5
Mhm.
hours ahead. I remember I used to pretend like I was time traveling when I lived
So
over
we just
there.
invite people in the time zones that
Well,
are not celebrating it.
No, if we
Or
get
they're
it,
done.
well, if we can get it going worldwide, we just have it starting off like on the dateline, wherever it actually starts at,
Listen,
and going around the world.
You're the internet dude. You're the little programmer chick. Go
She's
ahead,
the
make it
Twitter.
happen.
You guys are the Twitter ones. You got to
All right.
hashtag.
All
I
right,
don't
li-
go
here's
I don't know how
an-
to
Here's
hashtag
an idea
things.
to try to get something
I'll
going.
try and make it more like 145 characters.
But and you have to. I guess you would have to do. Well, all these people don't have to have like live accounts where they could actually go live on YouTube, right?
They can
Yeah.
go through Google Hangouts if they wanted to.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. So anybody can do it. Everybody can do it.
We could
can
probably work
Skype.
Google.
Do
Hangouts
it.
in.
Get with the program.
Okay, whatever.
Hashtag biggest party in the world.
All right, let's talk about the other story. So anyway, that's what's going to happen on Christmas Eve, no show, and then we're going to play a best of. I'm putting together clips from all the old shows, some of the good stunts with video. Some will be audio with pictures. It'll be nice, dude. We'll do the little 2-hour deal. Then you'll either hear it on Christmas Eve, and if I don't get it done then maybe we'll play it New Year's Eve in lieu of I don't know. Just tell me if you guys can get something rolling on a party, then we'll do the party. But if you can't, I'll
Yeah.
have this
Yeah.
as a backup. How's that sound?
I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna sit around and do like a 2-hour show where we have to talk and think about things.
But you're just gonna walk by the
mean-
camera and go blah blah every now and again, and then walk
It'll
off.
probably be mostly Jake dancing in front of the camera for you people with his plushies. So you know,
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no, that'll be
entertaining.
great.
I
Just show my kid
say-
all over the world. That's
He'll
wonderful.
talk into the camera a lot.
I think you need to get at least 20 people interested for me to think it's all right. And because you can't just be like,
She's
oh.
setting parameters.
No,
there.
Yeah,
first
because
of
sometimes
all-
they're like, everybody wants to do this. It's just Travis and like them, and that's it. And like, I'm like, that's not everybody.
I think
guys.
it'd be funny to see what kind of party Travis is throwing down. That would be quite
Yeah,
interesting.
I want to see what party Petra's having because I think that would be fun.
He's
As a
gonna
matter
be
of
at
fact,
the
if we could make
pub.
it to England for New Year's Eve and party
What
with
are
him,
you-
that would be
What are you
awesome.
talking about? What is that? She's all like in junior high, dude. If we could get a plane and then we could fly like really fast to the
dude,
next
totes.
planet and stuff.
my uncle knows a guy. He's got one of those rubber boat planes,
It's
and he'll
3
fly
weeks
us
away,
there.
dude. It's 3 weeks away.
We
Dude,
don't
if
even need
could-
passports. We'll just sneak in.
It's
Oh
2
my
weeks
God.
away.
that too.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, let's talk about the other big story right now. Everybody's in a ruckus. Crystal is all flipped out over this story. If you've not
Really?
been on the
What?
internet, there's been a big hullabaloo about the movie The Interview. It stars Seth Rogen and James Franco. It's a comedy about two guys that get sent over to basically assassinate the North Korean leader. It
Kim
was-
Jong Un.
Yeah, the son now, Kim Jong Un. A couple days ago, or it was like 4 days ago, Sony was hacked by a group called Guardians of Peace, GOP,
Well, they were hacked like several weeks ago.
several weeks ago.
But yeah.
Anyway, and all kinds of things leaked. A couple movies leaked, and they say that people were speculating that it was North Korea, that they got some hackers involved and did it because of this movie. Now it's taken on like a whole different, like it's totally snowballed. Like today was like the straw. The breaking point.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it came out yesterday. I guess they were saying it was going to be another 9/11. Any movie theater that showed it was in danger.
And this again is the
Mm.
Guardians of Peace. Now we still don't know at this point, like yesterday, whether it was North Korea or not. They were kind of guessing.
They've claimed it's not them, but they also say, but hey, we're pretty cool with what they're doing.
Today they
Mhm.
actually said yes, they were involved. They believe they were involved. Sources saying that they were involved. I don't know who those sources
well,
are.
okay, but North Korea's not admitted or anything.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I
I think it could be weird South Koreans, like ultranationalists that just hate Japan. You never know.
No.
It's true.
yeah, maybe.
I remember
But
seeing
why on
like
this movie and not some other movie?
well, because it's about killing like a famous Korean leader.
Yeah, I guess.
That might be like a Japanese produced movie about killing a famous Korean might be more offensive to him. It might cross that cultural divide between North and South Korea.
Well, everybody's freaked out. Today, the snowball started rolling. A couple of the theater chains said we're not doing this, and then
car mics and
yeah.
those are not.
and then in New York they canceled the premiere of the film, which is going to have the stars there. And now they're just not releasing the film on December 25th. They decided today they're not doing it. Sony's
Yeah.
not going to release it. So that was pretty crazy. I mean, Crystal lost it. She thinks they're taking our right, our freedom of speech.
They're censoring what we can watch by threatening us. I mean, I get it.
Now, when
Nobody
you say
wants
they,
anybody
who
to die.
is?
The Guardians of Peace, which by the way, peace is in their name. So how that's like really seems like a violent act to
It's a
threaten to
cool
hurt
name.
us.
Tiffany, what do you think of the
Peace.
whole thing? Do you care? Well, I mean,
No.
you-
But
I
don't you
mean,
see it
like,
on a
if they
big
were gonna stop like Jurassic World from coming
Oh
out, then
my
I'd be
God.
a little bit concerned.
Oh,
But I don't have any horses in this fight.
I know. When Crystal said, I was like, "Look, oh no, we won't get to see the James Franco, Seth Rogen
It's
movie."
not even
whatever.
about that.
Yeah,
I know, I know
exactly.
what you're-
About a bigger. It's about a bigger
I know,
thing.
I know that.
I
know.
bet it's a pretty good movie, though. I mean, they're backing it a lot. They were going to release it on Christmas. Man, I'm hoping it comes out online soon. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well,
I'll watch it then.
you're not more upset about something like this, Jordan? What do you think this says about? Because people are
Yeah.
saying this is the beginning of the end for basically terrorists being able to do. And then today, in addition to that, Obama goes and basically starts talks with Cuba again, and everybody's freaking out because they're like, oh, he's laying
Cuba,
down
the
Castro.
country.
They
Okay.
did a prisoner trade.
Yeah, those two things are totally unrelated, by the way.
They're unrelated, except that people are trying to, say that the terrorists are starting to permeate and be able to control the decisions that we make. That's how it's connected. Really? I had to tell you that?
How does Cuba fit into that?
Because Cuba did it. Never mind. Forget it.
We terrorized Cuba.
See-
Remember Bay of Pigs? That was terrorism.
Yeah, Cuba's got their own skeletons.
That's why.
Well,
That
okay.
people are, Cuba's not like a
But
nice place.
I don't think they've been doing anything lately.
What are you talking about?
All they do, they're just like a nice place for Canadians to go in the winter. That's pretty much their whole deal for the last 15 years.
Sure.
That's why I got confused when he said Cuba, because I thought maybe he was talking about the actor.
What?
Shut up.
Why would I ever refer
Well,
to him
because
in
we're
the first with his first name?
Oh,
We're
just
Never.
talking about movies, so
But I would
thought,
I would never call that actor by his first name. Like I was like, yeah, we're friends.
I don't know how people talk about him.
What do you? They say his full name. They
we were
don't.
talking about movies, so I thought, Obama, because I don't really know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you were
Yes.
just that's how people
But you-
refer to Cuba, Gooding Jr.
But that's what you know enough about him to be like, oh, that piques my interest. Cuba? You
no,
mean
I
Gooding
thought we were
Jr.?
talking about movies.
The
so
horrible
I
actor?
thought maybe he starred
It's
in
not
a
that
movie.
horrible.
He's awful.
I thought he starred in a movie that was coming out at Sony. I
Overacted.
don't know.
All right, whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that's the big thing. Everybody's freaking out. Crystal lost her mind. She feels like it's it's the end of times.
No, I'm just saying on a bigger scale. It's. I mean, we can watch what we want. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch it. That's the beauty of this country.
Well, whatever. I think the executives at Sony, they made a understandable yet cowardly decision.
Exactly.
And I eagerly await the release of their movie on the interwebs where I can watch it for free.
Yeah, but you understand because, as I said to Crystal, Sony's like, look, we don't want to take a chance that we screen this and have some crazy people hurt people.
Well, they know that they've got access to the addresses and names
Right.
of all their executives and
That's
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
true as well. And I yes, Crystal.
And also, Sony knew what they were getting into when they made this movie. And then now that the movie's out and they have these threats of terrorism from the Guardians of Peace, now they're not going to back the movie that they made? that's just like a slap in the face to Rogan and Franco.
Or do you think that they're gonna like suddenly change mind and like in the middle of this week and decide we're gonna release it on Christmas anyway? Screw the terrorists, and then all the Americans go, "Yeah, I'm gonna go watch that movie."
America.
Screw the terrorists.
Here's the other end of that as well. There's a talk right now. I've heard some radio personalities saying already. I think that was really, that sounded awful.
Yeah, sorry.
It just sounded like sickly and like you should be in a ventilator. What was that?
Try moving away enough from
Jesus
the mic.
Christ, that was wet and deep. Ugh. Ay.
I'm getting over a slight coffee cough. but I'm good.
Some people are saying that it might be. This is crazy that Sony is pulling a stunt, that they didn't get hacked, and that this whole thing is a PR thing to amp up, attendance for this movie.
I don't know. I think they'd let Annie go online before release just to pump up this movie.
Why
That-
Annie?
that's-
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't believe one thing versus the other.
Yeah.
The other makes more sense. Yes, Tiffany. What is he doing? What is that? Come on, talk.
It's just a
Speak.
well,
Jump right in there. Come on, man. Don't
this
be afraid.
Guardians of Peace thing's a really cool name.
Oh,
Who invented that?
The people that probably are in Guardians of Peace.
What is that? Where is that?
What?
What do they do?
Please don't
Is it
Google
like the-
Guardians of Peace right
Is
now.
it like the Galaxy
Do
people?
not Google. Don't type in
No,
Guardians. I
it's
don't want
not
everything.
like
Did
the
they-
Galaxy
Did they
people.
come up with the word after the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I don't
Oh my
know.
God.
What kind of a question is
They're
that?
thieves.
I've never heard this
Stole the
Guardians
name.
of Peace
I
name
said
before.
don't type it in there. You typed it in there anyway.
Why shouldn't I?
Ugh.
But
Thought
who
you
are
meant
they?
do it.
Where are they from? Are they from here? Are
Let's
they
find out.
Are they-
Don't go on their site.
are
We'll
they-
get hacked.
Are
I'm
they
not
ma-
going on their site.
Are they making the world so it's peaceful? Like, what do? They guard the peace.
Why are you asking us? Like we know.
Because
Like we
you
went
just
to the
taught
training
me about it.
I didn't teach you, but I taught you about the existence of the group. That doesn't mean that I went there and went through their orientation. What the hell?
I like
So
the
they
name.
think
it's
it's-
cute.
Somehow a mix of North Koreans, angry ex-employees, anti-security hacking groups, and cyber criminals.
This is who is in Guardians of Peace.
That's I
That's
don't
a
know. They have
bummer.
no idea who's in Guardians of Peace.
Well, how did
I think it's probably just 4chan.
Sounds like a superhero
Who?
group.
4chan.
Who was 4chan?
Guardians. of
You don't
Peace.
4chan?
No, can you explain it to me, please?
It's if you don't know, why? How can I?
See, if you don't
It's-
know, I
They're
hate
like
that.
the originators of all the things you see on the internet, basically.
Who is?
4chan, Anonymous. That's where Anonymous came out of.
All right.
It's a terrible image board full of disgusting things.
Okay. Bye. Ugh.
I think it sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon
Oh,
name.
I know what you're talking about now. I see the-
Guardians
saw
of
the thing on it.
Peace.
That
You
sounds
just
good.
need to dunk it off.
Do they have a good motto?
I don't know.
No, they're violent.
You just need to knock it off. Just stop it.
They're
Just
not
knock it off
peaceful
right
at
now.
all.
I like their name though.
Listen, Tiffany doesn't get a lot of like these stories because Tiffany gets her news from her Facebook sidebar. We were talking about that at the meeting yesterday, and she admitted that fully. And it's really sad that there's so many. It's like just 2 clicks away. You can get other news sites and some more in-depth stuff, but you're getting it all. Who do you think feeds the Facebook sideboard?
Algorithms.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you think they're pushing more of? You think they're trying to even up, or do you think it's really based on what your likes are?
I have no idea. I don't go on Facebook enough to actually see like this sidebar that Tiffany's talking about. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
It's like
So-
right. It's right on the side. This is the thing.
I just see like an annoying list of people, and you think you're gonna click on go to their page, but instead it brings up like the message window. I hate that so much.
I just think
Like, why would you have that? Why do you think that I want to immediately start chatting with someone when I click on their name? No, I want to go look at their damn site. I hate that.
You're clicking on the wrong thing, dude.
I know, but it's stupid. I have to go type in their name at the top instead of just clicking on their damn name. I should click on their name and it says, do you want to go to their website or do you want to message them? Should just automatically pull up the damn messaging box. God damn it, Facebook. You are terrible.
I think there's a way not to do that because I don't have that problem.
He's not gonna stay long enough to find that way.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not. Yeah, I'm already over it at that point. I'm
Right.
already gonna click out because somebody's going, "What do you want now?" And I don't even know who this person is. It's just some stupid person I friended because somebody else knows them. Oh God, I hate Facebook.
Yeah, but for me, it's invaluable because I've set up a lot of shows doing that.
Yeah, the social, but yeah, I don't like
Not having to pay
news.
for a website.
News is depressing.
But it's not all of it. Some of they're good stories.
When-
We went through this before with
And
you. There are,
this
you
is
have
the
to
thing.
Okay.
The news, I feel like, try to purposely scare people and get people worried about things, and people get all fired up and worried, and then like a couple of days later, like it all flakes down, and like no one cares about it anymore, and they move on to something else to be upset about. They can't they blow it up, and then something
Well,
else happened,
That
and
may
they
be
just
because
leave
there's
it.
a lot of bad stuff happening. They don't have
So-
time to come down.
So But people get all upset and worried about something that they can't do anything about. So what's the point of watching the news?
To find out what's going on, like geopolitically, and
Yeah, just have a grasp on the world.
Well,
the
I do
planet,
from coming here.
not just your state, like the planet.
Well, like, I figure if it's like an apocalypse or something's happening, someone will tell me, and then that will affect
Well,
me.
it'll be too late then. I mean, what if you had a chance to, like, get to a place where you would be safe, but you didn't know, you didn't see it coming?
Then I'm meant to die.
I guess so.
It'll be
Sure
done.
words have never been sent, right there. Okay, so we did the interview thing. We talked about the best of on Christmas Eve, the sidebar deal. Oh, Pam Bondi. I'm so pissed about this. I can't even. This woman is what is Pam Bondi in the state?
She's the Attorney General.
Yeah, Attorney General.
Just a terrible, terrible person.
I don't know who it is.
She stole a dog. That's what I remember about her. Remember, like Katrina, she stole somebody's dog and wouldn't give it back afterwards.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Yeah, like she got a shelter dog, and then the people were like, "Hey, that's our dog," and I know that we lost him during this horrible storm that destroyed our city, and yeah, we kind of lost track of him. But now we're back together. We'd like our dog back. She just goes, "No."
She said no.
Yeah, she
Does
said
she
no.
still have the dog?
She like went to court on it. I'm assuming she still does because
Oh my
she's like,
God.
yeah, she's got juice. So she's like, "Nope, my dog now."
Ugh, that's awful.
So yeah.
Just give up the dog, get another dog. Jesus. Yeah. So anyway, here in the state, she basically said that it is not okay for people that are married out of state to be able to get divorced here in the state. Right. That's what she's basically holding a ban on that ability.
She's just trying to forestall gay marriage,
Yeah.
doing whatever she can.
Still, nice
Yeah.
job, Florida. Nice job here in the state. We don't talk about politics very often, but what is wrong with people? I don't understand.
I don't think she hasn't succeeded. Like I think it's still going through no matter what.
Big story today, and people are upset about it. I'm just over it, man. I don't know why it's an issue at all.
So you're for gay marriage, right? To be clear, before you, because you're just saying I'm over.
I
it.
don't care. Yeah,
And we don't know what you're over exactly.
No, why would you think that I? Well, I mean that's fine. I
Yeah.
guess you could assume either way. I'm totally okay with people being gay. Be gay. Just don't be gay on me. I'm
Alright.
not gay. Yeah, and I don't think that they're bad people or that they're any different. I just, I believe it's from birth. I think it's a genetic thing with men. Some women skate it and they're still heterosexual, I think, and they like to experiment.
We've discussed this. Sexuality is a spectrum. You can be in
yeah.
any place along the spectrum.
I know. So anyway, but I think there's a real people that are really feel out of place in their body. Even with the transgender, I think that's
Yeah.
a real thing too. They feel out of place.
Basically, it comes
within their
down to
body.
like any two adults who feel that they form a loving and stable partnership should be allowed to marry.
Yeah.
Tiffany, you look dubious.
Oh, I don't have any dogs in this fight either.
What do you mean you don't have a dog in the fight?
I don't
We're on a
care
talk
about
show.
the
You
gay
need to have a
thing.
dog in the fight. I'd like to hear what your dog is. in
Yeah.
the
I
fight.
don't care
Thank
if they get people can get married if they choose to get married, they get married. I would be like upset. Like if I were gay, like I'd be like, "Dang, man, now they're saying that I can get married. Like now I don't have an excuse not to get married." Cuz like they're like, I mean,
You're angry that you have the right to be married?
I'm just saying if I were gay,
She's
because then
upset.
you're like, "Crap,
I'll give up-
now I have to get married." Like
Yeah, are you gay? I'll give up my right to you. You can have my right. I don't need my right. I'm not going to get married anyway.
Like I would love to have that excuse. Okay.
Yeah, I could care less. I'll throw this other
Yeah, I
story
don't
out there
care
real
either.
quick because this really was interesting to me, and I know Jordan will have something to say about it. There was a story about a guy, I don't know what state it was in, but he went to a restaurant, he got his receipt back, and it actually had the N-word on there in place of where his name was. They put the N-word on the receipt, and then gave it back to him, and he was like, "What the hell, man? Like, really? What the hell?" And I agree with him. What the hell? When they questioned the manager, they didn't have anything to say except that basically that they they meant it as a joke. It wasn't meant to be like hurtful, which is ridiculous. But here's the thing: they didn't know what the guy's name was, so they went on his Facebook page, right? Which I don't know how. I guess by his face. I have no idea how they did that. And on his Facebook on his Facebook page, it said that he was a. What was it? He used the N-word. It was crazy or sexy. It was sexy N-word. That was his Facebook. It said it as a description there, right? So they said, well, we just use that. And he's like, well, why wouldn't you use sexy? I'm like, dude, if you put it on your Facebook page, just leave and call it a draw. It's
Right.
kind of, they're dicks, but come on, dude. It's on your Facebook page. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the line now, live from beautiful Australia, is Brad Maclean.
I liked it so much better when we had the intro music.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brad.
Hey, Brad, how are
might
you,
think
sir?
I want.
You could sing. You could sing the intro music.
What's that?
Hum it.
I don't.
You can hum
That wasn't it.
That was pretty close.
Sound like Snoopy.
How are you, sir? We got our Christmas decorations up, and we're gearing up for Christmas. We will not have a show on Christmas. What will you be doing Christmas Eve?
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. It's hot as hell here today, and I thought I'll ring up and say Merry Christmas because I thought everything would be shut down next week. Christmas Eve, I'm going out for tea, me and my young bloke and some mates.
That'll be nice.
So hobnobbing it down Hastings Street in Noosa, which is the flash end of town. So I'll fit right in. There's no doubt about that.
Nice. What do you do on New Year's? Do you have a New Year's party, or do you keep it kind of low, or what do you do?
Yeah, New Year's is it used to be huge. It was it was massive, and then as you get older, you sort of recluse a little bit. Christmas Day, I'm hoping to go mackerel fishing.
Well, me too, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
So we were thinking, like, if you broadcast your party live somehow, like on YouTube
Yep.
or Ustream or Google Plus, then people could tune into it. We could keep going. Like, if we did it across the world, we could have a 24-hour party.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, but it'd be just me ginning around in me jocks, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a worldwide party. That way, people can have like their lame ass parties with 4 or 5 people, but it'll be global. We'll feel
See,
like a better part of everything.
Here's the problem I had with this, Brad. It started out sounding like it was gonna be like Dick Clark's rockin' New Year's Eve in each of the households, and now we get down to Australia and it's you. It's more like chat roulette where you're just doing weird stuff.
No, it's not weird. It's just your normal evening,
Yeah.
I don't
Just
dance in front of my
dance.
television in a normal evening. Not even. No.
No, I wouldn't be dancing. It'd be just pants off, jocks on. It's middle of summer. The only television dance it'd be because the YouTube would be on, and otherwise it'd be just normal dance and jocks on without the television-ish experience.
Oh my God, dude, that would be.
So Jordan's put the weirdness into it,
Yeah,
basically.
he always does.
What? So you'll hashtag that
But
for
we
us, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
He doesn't even know what the hashtag is. You didn't tell him what the hashtag is.
We don't have a hashtag. I'm hoping somebody will come up with a
It'd
good
be
one.
just weird. That'd be weird Jordan, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Who the hell knows?
just because I want to see you in your underwear?
I can send pics, mate. There's no worries about
All
that.
right, cool.
I think I'm gonna release the third of the 3-part ending of the shipwrecked pirate ship on Christmas Day.
Oh, that'll be nice.
That'll be me. So up early, unwrap the presents. So I know the presents that are mine that I've already wrapped myself anyway. So I know what they are. And then hook the boat up, and because you don't have to get up extremely early to go catch a mackerel, you can head out at 8 o'clock and they'll still be out there in the bay.
Only a real legend would get up early to catch a mackerel.
Yep, that's right. That's what we always say. And then back in for some wheat bix and some chocolate, I guess.
Some chocolate.
And some a very untraditional Christmas.
It sounds like
We don't have the
chaos.
hot. See, everyone has a roast lamb or something here, and it's 40 degrees. So why the hell would you put a bloody oven on?
Oh man, we're gonna do a best of on New Year's Eve, and I'm gonna have a little Brad Maclean segment where I'm gonna play a bunch of your old phone calls. I found them. I got the old intro music, and I'm gonna play that, and it's gonna be like your own little segment.
Oh, thanks very much. I feel all of a sudden Christmas films. It feels not that I want it any warmer, but it comes from that warmth comes from a different place than the bloody sun.
Yeah,
And that's nice.
still give you a heat stroke, but we're throwing it your way. Oh.
I've just went and got a bottle of water. I'm thinking I've needed it for about an hour and a half, and I can't just keep licking ice that prawns have been sitting on.
Ew, no, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Well, you got what you got to do to survive is what you've got to do.
that's true. Listen, big, especially where you live, where everything around you could kill you instantly.
Everyone thinks that, but it doesn't. It's not. I mean, the worst thing that I come across in my working week, and I'm talking, snakes included, would be crossing the street in Montville, which is the smallest little town, but everyone thinks they need to do 500 kilometres an hour when I cross the street. So that's about the biggest danger I face.
He's starting to sound like my dad. My dad complains so much about traffic now. It's hysterical. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's what he says I am. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. It kills me.
I just imagine I'm the star of Frogger, the old Atari game.
Nice.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Get a bit of a clip from a buddy, side mirror. Well, bad luck, you're out. Game over.
He takes off a side mirror on a Volvo. Ping.
Some bloke said to me one time, I went up and asked him to move his car because he was in my spot, which is a loading zone. I said, mate, can you just move up a bit? I'll just squeeze in there. And he gets out of the car and he's effing and carrying on and he's saying about, he's allowed to be there. And I said, well, the sign says otherwise, mate. It's a loading zone, He goes, well, I own a restaurant. I said, yeah, but you're the only one who knows that. No one knows it. And he says to me, if you ever want to sell fish in this town again. And I lost me mind laughing and he was dead serious. I go, mate, this is not the Wild West.
Yeah, what?
I said, we can have a shootout, but it's not going to solve anything. Just move your car up.
He's all like, I'll run you out of here, McCoy, you ding banging.
That's what he was doing. It was hilarious. It was disturbingly hilarious.
Yeah, until
and
he
people that when they give me the big ultimatums like that, all they're going to get is laughter. I just piss myself laughing.
Hey, that's a 50-50 shot. Like sometimes they'll realize how stupid they're being, and then sometimes you hear that like branch snap inside their head, and they go right after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't care as much about the fish truck as they would about their Mercedes, so I'll just ram it.
He turns his head
I'm
down.
just talking. I'm just tough.
No. Take a headlight out. Use your head. Bang right into it. Take it right out. Smash it. That would freak me out. I'd be like, all right, this dude's crazy. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Well, folks, it's been a pleasure once again for another year, and I wish us all a safe and Merry Christmas and all the best for 2000. And well, will I see you before then? Or hear you before then?
We got 2 weeks off. They're talking about maybe broadcasting our party live with the webcam and just leaving it on. And I guess if you wanted to call and talk and say hello to everybody, you could. But I don't know what we're going to be doing. But probably not till after the first year, right, Jordan?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, Chris says no.
Yeah.
He's being all grumpy.
Yeah, I'll be out and about. I'll be fishing for a few weeks.
That's what I thought. I see, Jordan. Everybody's taking time to do their life thing, dude.
Yeah,
Whatever.
So old.
Yeah.
I will say this: you're making Miguel so damn happy with what he's doing with your group of friends on Spreaker and all the artists and everything. I've never heard him so happy.
No, that's good, and he deserves to be, and everyone deserves to be. So you jump on, whether it's this show or another show or any of them, as long as everyone's smiling, we've done our job.
Right on, brother. All right, there you go, Brad Maclean. Hey, have a great, safe holiday. Be safe out there.
Yep, happy holidays.
Thank you very much, and all the best, folks. I'll see you next year.
All right, Crystal, say bye.
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 All right, ladies and gentlemen. His kisses smell like prawn ice. He's Brad Maclean. Beautiful, beautiful man. I'll be having pictures of him in his underwear soon.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
his
he can send us
jock,
one so we
as he
can put it
calls
up when I do the best of show.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break so I can stretch my legs. I got something queued up there on the bottom. It says restaurants. This is actually Brad Maclean when he called a bunch of places to inquire about was it the bird or the cat? I forget what it was. This is a real funny phone call. I don't know how long it is.
He's being a real legend in this one, folks.
Oh, Jesus. I hope you don't at some point find out what that means. Yeah, go ahead and turn the volume up on it, and then we'll play it. All right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's Brad Maclean calling restaurants.
We'll be back in just a minute with a little bit more double special. Just give us a second. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Cleo. How can I help you?
Hello, I've got my cat is actually has just swallowed my bird, and I'm not sure what to do with it. Whether I'm not trained in it, and I didn't know whether the cat seems to be choking a bit, and the bird's flapping its little wings still. What should I do?
I don't know, darling. You bring a brothel.
Pardon?
You bring a brothel?
Oh, sorry, I was after the vet. Does it? Have you got any idea what to do in this situation?
I know I haven't, Dylan. Is the bird in the cat's mouth?
It is. Its little wings flapping a little bit, but it's the.
Okay, grab the cat by the back of the neck, the scruff of the neck.
Yep.
Its mouth will open and pull the bird out.
Okay, thank you.
No, it does. Bye.
Bye bye.
Good evening, the Viper Room. How may I help you?
Hello. My cat's knocked the goldfish bowl over, and the goldfish is flapping on the ground. So the cat's bitten it a little bit. What should I do? Will if I put it back in the water, will
Honey,
it?
this isn't the vet. This is a brothel.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to ring the. Would you know what to do if this happened?
Maybe you need to say goodbye to your goldfish.
I got him for my birthday.
Oh, that sucks, eh?
Can you ask anyone there what they reckon?
All right, I'll ask my friend here. All right, this gentleman, the goldfish. No, listen. The fish tank tipped over, and the cat bit in his goldfish, and he doesn't know what to do. How does he save his goldfish? He got it for his birthday. He wanted me to.
It's almost over.
Listen, my friend here, she's got all the answers. I'm going to pass the phone to her, okay?
Thank you. Is she a vet?
Hello, sir. How are you going tonight?
Hello. Have you got any experience in vet stuff with fishes?
I certainly do. You should come into the Viper Room tonight, and so just bring like $1,000 spending money.
That's dearer than the vets.
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but we'll do whatever you want to that goldfish.
Have you got a certificate to say this?
Sorry, sir?
Have you got a certificate in animal? It stopped flapping on.
Yeah, I'm a registered vet.
It stopped flapping on the.
If you come in with your goldfish, I'll give it a kiss.
That only works with frogs.
We'll see you soon, yeah?
I'm gonna ring a vet.
You're going to ring the vet? Maybe you need to say a little prayer and say goodbye to your goldie. What do you reckon?
I got it for my birthday.
Yeah.
I'd just spent like a day and a half with it.
A day and a half?
With it.
Oh, man. Flush him down the toilet.
The cat just ate him.
Eh?
I think the cat. I've got to go. The cat's eating the fish.
Alright, good luck. Innkeeper's Clinic, Chris speaking.
Hello. I was just ringing up. I've got my brother's birthday's coming up. He's a bit shy, and we're chipping in a bit of money, and I was just after a price on one-on-one, perhaps like a three-way and/or group sort of arrangement. Do you sort of have a price list?
You've got the Cooperoo Veterinary Clinic.
Oh, sorry. I was after. Sorry.
That's okay.
I was after. There's a honey hole escort and thigh or tie. I don't know. I'm ringing up about for my brother. Sorry, it's embarrassing.
Not a problem.
While you're on there though, last night I've got this cat and it's bitten my bird and I'm just unsure. It looks like it's all right. Its wings a bit iffy, but it sort of bit the bird and knocked over a bloody goldfish and that as well. But can cat bite? Will it heal itself, or are they sort of fatal?
If there's a wound there, the bird would probably need some antibiotics.
Yeah.
It's surprising that the bird's still alive with a cat bite.
Yeah, it's a wedge-tailed eagle. Quite amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fish, he sort of hit the deck but he's back and he seems to be swimming okay. But
yeah.
No, you wouldn't have the phone number of the honey hole escort.
No, sorry, I wouldn't.
No worries at all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Brad Maclean, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Brad Maclean.
That's it.
A lovely man. It's 40 degrees there, and he's sweating.
It's
'Cause he's
40
so hot.
degrees Celsius.
Yes, I understand.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's why you said he's sweating.
All right. Let's do something interesting. I know we didn't set up for this because I don't know where the hell that thing is. Do you know where that dreidel is?
Maybe.
See if you can find that dreidel. It's Hanukkah. I just want to say that.
Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah.
Happy
It's
Hanukkah.
Happy
We started out with the Christmas
Hanukkah.
stuff, so we want to say happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends. Tiffany, Barbee, happy Hanukkah. What have you done
Thank
for
you.
Hanukkah? Did you light your candles
I
yet?
listened to the Adam Sandler song.
Into the microphone.
I listened to the Adam Sandler song.
That was your Hanukkah? That's how you started Hanukkah?
Well, that's how I do Christmas too. I just listen to a
Do you
song.
do anything for the holidays or life without Hollywood and being involved in some way?
What do I do
No.
with Hollywood?
She always got Hollywood connected. Every reference is to a movie. Everything she does, I do. When it's Christmas time, she gets all the movies lined up. She watches all the movies. What do you mean? What Hollywood? Everything's connected somehow.
Plastic
Well,
people.
like I don't decorate.
Oh baby, now
This
you're
is-
such a drag.
You saw my Christmas decorations. It was just my Sheldon cutout that my mom gave me like 2 years ago with like a Christmas hat on.
Well, happy Hanukkah to Steve Laszlo. Happy Hanukkah to Petrocelli. I wonder what Petrocelli does. Does he do like the, like the traditional stuff? Like, aren't you
used to
supposed to light
have
a menorah each day for Hanukkah?
Yeah, I used to have menorah and all that, but since I moved back, I don't.
And are the candles lit all the time? Are they supposed to be lit all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they stay lit the whole time.
The
They
whole-
go
You
out.
light the
yeah.
middle
You
one.
light another one?
If they go out, you lose Hanukkah. It's like
No,
a big
shut up.
competition.
No, you start off with the middle one, and then you light one, and then you light one as the days go on.
Mhm.
We lost. We were gonna try to play a little game of dreidel. Now you read the rules to.
I don't remember any of them.
Well, did you save the page? So you
It's
could,
like you get. Well, yeah, I can find it again.
Oh Christ!
Basically, like you put a bunch of stuff in the pot and you spin it, and like if you one side means you get half of what's in the pot. One
Is this
side.
monies or food or what are you supposed to put
Yeah,
in the
like
pot?
whatever little trinkets you put in.
Trinkets?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the gold coins that are chocolate.
Ew, I hate those.
Yeah, they're terrible.
gross.
And you play a little gambling game where you win, you lose. You lose, you win.
And you have to sing.
And you have to sing what? The dreidel song?
Yeah.
You don't have to sing the dreidel song. That's crap.
Yeah, you do.
That's not true. That's not true.
You have to.
That's all right. Don't worry about it because I don't think we can't find it now. I wanted to spin the dreidel and see if we could play around, but we don't have anything to put in a pot, like little trinkets.
Yeah.
How do you know that? See, that's why when we talk about this meeting, somebody should go and get the trinkets and bring them.
I thought about getting the gold coins and then I forgot.
But
Don't
we're
you
not
have-
little.
What?
Dreidels are for little kids.
Yeah, we're not little, so what? We've done really, immature things on the show before. I'm not a fetish person either, but I shocked myself on the nipples with fetish clamps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, jeez. Still don't have a dreidel. Yeah, so yeah, like there's 4 sides on it and each one takes what you do.
Each one is what you do?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for looking that up for me. I appreciate that.
So it's like it's like a simplified poker. So you start out, we get like raisins or nuts. You have raisins here?
No.
I don't like
You could get tater
raisins.
tots.
Tater tots.
I do like tater tots.
We could play for tater tots.
Oh, that
All right,
would be
well,
fun.
you have to
actually.
cook those, and we can't do it now.
Yeah,
so
our
I'm not gonna-
producer's way behind on everything.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay, Crystal. Don't worry about it. We're not going to do the dreidel because we don't have it.
I don't think
My son
he's-
actually got one at school. I don't know how he ended up with a dreidel in school.
Well, he ended up with like a pumpkin doll with no arm the other day.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. He goes to an after-school program, and they
Yeah.
they try to instill a sense of leadership and commitment to tasks and stuff like that. So they get rewards if they help out and they be helpful. One of them is to go to the treasure box. It has toys in it. Apparently there's some beat ass old used toys in this treasure box.
He was so excited.
Yeah, he did good all week, and they gave him a little token. You get a ticket, and you go to the treasure box, and he pulls out a pumpkin doll with an arm ripped off, and he's showing us, "Look what I got." I'm like, "Why does it only have one arm?"
And then we're like, is that how it came out of the box? And he's like, yeah. We're like, all right. What?
They're just buying you see the big sacks of stuffed animals at Goodwill, garbage bags full of them.
Well, maybe I don't know, or maybe
Mhm.
kids are just maybe stuff like they lost and found, where kids just leave them, so some snot kid snotted all over it and left it there. Eesh.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Dude, whatever. I got a kid. They're I told you, they're walking petri dishes. All these
Yeah.
kids are just transmitting their flu and
Oh, yeah,
toddler
they're
mung on each
disgusting
other.
little
It's all-
monsters.
I mean, he's better now that he's older, but when they're toddlers, it's
Mm.
awful. It's just awful. All right, so yeah, you can't find that. Yeah, he hid the dreidel from us. My kid's gonna convert.
He's hiding his dreidel.
He's hiding the dreidel for future use to get the gold coins. Yeah, he wanted us to get him a cello. Do you know how expensive cellos are?
They're uselessly
He's 6.
expensive.
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's
you
why-
can't buy him a cello.
Here's why I don't get him a cello. He'll lose interest in a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Mhm.
When he realizes he can't just whip out and play music on it, he's going to be like, this is dumb. I don't
You
wanna
should
do
just get him a wash tub bass.
Where do you get a wash tub
You
bass?
just make it.
Hmm.
That's cheap. You just get a wash tub and a broom and some guitar strings.
Are you
make
gonna
a
do
bass.
that?
I'm not doing that. He's not my kid. Take some responsibility, dude.
To
You're
be
the
what, a
MFer
carpenter?
here.
I'm not a carpenter. What do you? I'm making musical instruments now? No.
How hard is it
Dude,
to make
I
a
bought
wash
him a
tub
drum
bass?
set. Listen, I bought him a drum set when he was like 3.
That was your mistake.
No, and he loved it for like a month, and then that was it. Now the drum set just sits. It's broken. He doesn't use it, and I
Well,
got
yeah,
a drum
'cause
set
it's
sitting around that
broke.
I can't. What am I going to do with it? Just throw it out on the curb?
No,
I
you can't expect somebody to stick with their life decisions they made at 3.
Yeah, but
I know.
buy a little smaller
Some
then. That's what I'm
do.
saying. Get a little smaller.
Kids are-
Cello when you're like 12 or 13, that's one thing, but when you're 6, no.
He could be a prodigy. You don't even
Crystal,
know.
how much were the cellos? How much were they?
They were like
How much?
$3,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
$3,000 for a
So
cello that
that's
you'll
a
use
lot.
like
You
10
could
times.
find one for like 600 used.
On Craigslist, maybe
but
something. If you looked at
600
I don't
used.
think- Yeah, but I really think he wants more of the upright bass, not the cello.
Why would he want an upright bass?
Well, so like there's this app that he plays on my iPad, and it's like Music Monsters, and all the musics play different instruments, and one of them plays like it's a bass. It's an upright bass. It's not a cello.
that would be better than a cello. I don't think a cello will get him
And
any like.
That's
So
gotta
that's
be
what I
more
said too.
expensive.
So
Yeah.
an upright bass. No, it's not. It is more expensive sometimes, but you can kind of get them for like $120, $130. So it's a little bit more reasonable.
How tall is Jake, first of all?
Well,
Let's
they
talk.
have his size. Student size is like half the size of a regular size bass.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Stand-up
that's like a
bass.
stand-up
Yeah.
tenor
Are
then
you-
when they're small like
but-
that. That doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Are you still getting him a Mario Kart?
No, dude,
No.
because he's right at the weight
Well, that's
limit.
what I said. That's
yeah.
why I didn't think it was a good idea.
No
so
way,
I'm glad
dude.
you talked him out of
No,
that.
no.
I didn't really talk him out of it. I just kind of deterred the situation
We're
away
gonna
from it.
We're going to go so broken on this Christmas.
So what exactly are you
No,
buying
you-
him? And then I'll let him watch this episode tomorrow.
What?
No.
Shut
Oh
up.
my God! Tell them about that Santa Claus thing. Like, if you have a kid, they
You
need
tell
to do that.
you tell everybody about
Yeah,
the Santa
tell
Claus.
them how they're
Oh.
conditioning their child to accept the surveillance state.
My
Shut
goodness, you guys, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen this month. Okay,
It's
what's
pretty-
it called? Portable North Pole.
That's it.
.com,
Yep.
right?
PNP.
Like, oh my God,
PNP
and it's like. The Santa Claus and you're in the video and then there's pictures
Okay,
and it's
that-
amazing.
That's
Go
your
to
explanation
it.
of what it is?
It's so cool.
That's the worst
It's like
explanation.
Santa
I
Claus
know.
is on there and he talks to you. and
I
he
did
says
better
your
explaining the
name.
dreidel.
Yeah, you
I
did.
just don't understand how they spend they put that
Uh,
much effort into
okay, back up.
everybody.
Tell everybody
No.
what it is, though. People.
I don't know.
What is it that you saw? Tell me.
My mind is still blowing.
What is it that we did for our son on PNP? What is it?
It's a video and
Yes.
Santa Claus makes a video
Yes.
saying that your kid is good or bad or what's up, right?
Okay.
And then there was pictures of me and Jordan in there too,
Yeah.
and then our names were up in the North Pole, and Jake may or may not be good yet.
That was
It's
the
like
car.
a whole movie. It's like a 5-minute movie.
That was a car coming to a skid
Yeah.
and a hubcap flying off. Just
Oh.
the hubcap by itself.
I
Ding,
still
ding,
don't
ding,
know
ding,
what I
ding, ding, ding.
saw. It's amazing. I want to do it.
It's It's a video that you can make for your children.
Yeah.
You insert information about your child. Santa Claus actually speaks to your child using his name and goes through his book.
But not his mouth because you can't see it. They've got the worst Santa beard I've ever seen. It looks like I mean, how could Santa live? He must starve to death with that giant mustache covering his mouth. It extends 4 inches beyond his lower lip. There's no way you can live with that.
Dude, the
He's
bottom
just
of the
smothering.
beer, the
Dude.
bottom of the beer was down by his shins.
Yeah.
It looks so legit, the whole thing, though.
No, it's very good production, and they did a really good job. And it's if you want to check it out, what is it, Crystal? What's the website?
It is portablenorthpole.com.
And there's elves.
Yeah. And
Yes.
yeah, and you can buy and you can change the messages. And so for the past couple of years, we've been sending him, "Hey, Santa sent you a message," and he watches it, and it gives him a little incentive to be a little bit better,
It's
at least
so
for a couple of weeks.
good.
That's the only way you can control your child is
No,
with
no.
messages from
No,
a
but
from
it's
a
fun,
present
dude.
God.
Look, it's fun. When you were that age, you believed it too.
Jacob, bow down to the present God.
Did your parents talk about Santa Claus when you were younger?
Yeah, but they
So
didn't.
why
like-
are you denying it?
They didn't create false messages
It
from
wasn't
Santa to
around.
frighten me.
Parents have been doing this for years, dude, having their friends come over in costume or calling on the phone. Hey, Santa's on the phone. This is not a new
Yeah.
thing. It's just more accessible now and more believable now because of the internet. What are you so afraid of? You don't
I'm
want my
not.
kid to have a little magic in his life?
I'm
I
just
liked
saying-
it. I loved
You
it.
had magic in your
Just
life.
because it's a terrible thing
Wait.
that's been perpetuated for
Now I'm
centuries
upset.
doesn't mean you could keep doing it.
Did you have that joy in your life? Was it fun when you were a young kid? Do you remember being excited about Santa Claus?
I don't remember when I got over Santa, to be honest.
Well, I didn't ask you that. I remember I asked you if you remember the joy that you had because of Santa?
No, it was like
you don't
terror.
ever remember that.
You don't know because you don't
Oh,
like. Oh, I don't
you
know
were
if
one of
Santa's gonna bring me
those?
stuff.
He was
He
one of
could
those that were
actually bring me
scared.
coal. Like you're sitting there like picking through your life over the past year
No.
in your mind, wondering if Santa's gonna bring you this present that you really wanted or bring you horrible coal. What will you tell the other children when you go back to school after break is over and all you got is damn coal?
Well,
How are you gonna explain that? No, that's a terrible thing
you
to have to
shouldn't
go
be
through.
bad then. I was good.
And the
I
rules
love
aren't clearly
Santa.
explained.
I love
I
Santa.
mean, they're not clearly explained. It's
Bad and
pretty-
good, it seems to waver. Sometimes you don't know if you're being bad.
No, you know if you're being bad or
Yeah.
good. Like if you're getting yelled at a lot.
Yeah,
like
dude.
I never got
You're
yelled
a
at
horrible
ever. I
Oh,
knew
you
I
were an
was
only
good.
child. You don't know anything.
And dude,
Shut up, only child.
Santa used to
You had
send
it
me
so
letters.
easy.
I stopped believing Santa when I was like 11. I was 11 years old
Oh,
when I
for
stopped
God's
believing in
sake.
Santa. My mom had to sit me down and have a serious conversation about it.
How old
'cause
were you?
She had to really talk me out of it. I was like
You were
11.
Holy crap, dude.
Dude,
That's
because
scary.
I saw Santa Claus
That is a
though.
little scary.
I saw
Dude, by
Santa.
like 8 or
I
9,
know.
I was over it.
She gets terrifying the better
I
you know
saw
her.
Santa.
Who,
though.
what do you mean? Who's
Like I saw him in my house by the tree. Like I still think I saw Santa Claus. Like when you see it, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Can't argue.
Like I saw it.
Yeah.
She has faith.
Yeah.
All you need
It
is
wasn't
faith.
some dude banging your mom.
No, trust me.
In a Santa outfit? Who does that?
Yeah, no. Our house was so
On
small.
Christmas?
No, maybe in your porn mind that happens, but I don't think Santa Clauses are
No,
coming in and banging
Our
people.
house was so
I
small.
don't know. It's in that Always in Sunny Philadelphia Christmas special, so I just remember thinking of that.
So yeah, I was like 10 and a half, 11.
That obviously affected you.
Yeah.
So what did your mom say to you?
I remember we sat down in a cardboard clubhouse that I made.
Oh my God.
And
At 11?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
And she was like, "Look, Santa's not real." And I was like, "I don't believe you because I saw him."
And this had just happened for you.
No, because I saw Santa when I was like 8.
Oh, I thought
or
you said when you were
7.
11.
No, that's just when she tried to talk me out of it.
And
so
she said,
I don't know. She just said that he wasn't real, and I was like, I still didn't believe her. I didn't care, but I was like, fine, she's giving me the speech.
she wasn't interested that you saw somebody in the house? Because as a parent, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
what exactly
'cause
did
she
you
was-
see, hon?
She was there because, well, it's okay.
she
We
know
were
of
like
San-
poor.
Yeah,
So
okay,
like
so
I
was
slept on the couch in the living room instead of my mom, like, but it was like a pull-out couch, so
It's
I
all
slept
good.
there, and then my mom was there, like on the couch part, and then the tree's right there, and I saw Santa, and then I rolled over to tell my mom, and when I rolled back, he was gone. So my mom was right there when I said it.
Wow.
This is the craziest ghost story I've ever heard.
I know.
But he was under the tree, like rubbing his hands together.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Yeah, why would he rub his hands together under a tree?
And I made sure I was awake and everything, and I was like,
You held your eyes open.
She
yeah,
doesn't
like,
explain.
and I pinched
What a
myself,
weird little
and
girl.
then I
I know.
turned because I was like, no one's gonna believe me.
Santa dipped. He turned around and saw you holding your eyes open. Was like,
You were
what the hell?
Yeah, you were correct about one thing. We don't believe you.
I would love to believe her, but I just when you're 11, you're already
well, I
obviously
was 8
like
then.
underdeveloped
I was
mentally.
8.
Were you like putting together models at that stage in your life, like using airplane glue and such?
No, when I was 8 is when I saw him. When I was 11, my mom told me Santa
Girl does
wasn't
that.
real.
I don't know.
No girls do that.
Tiffany's weird. You
Oh
don't know
no,
what she does.
I did put car models together.
I
and stuff.
told you she was sniffing glue.
No, I did not. Not when I was 8.
I knew it.
No.
What about 11? Were you on the fumes then? Were
No,
you vaping
but I
then?
think I don't know how
Huffing?
old I was when I went through
Yeah.
the model car stage.
When did you switch to gold paint and a sock?
What does that mean?
It's a huffing joke.
Oh, that's funny.
You're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 727-475-6139. Merry Christmas, everybody. We hope that you guys have a good holiday. We're going to weather through. What are we doing, Crystal? Are we going over the in-laws on Christmas Eve and doing that whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you sound
Wow.
so excited about that.
Yeah, so it's been changed from 6 to 7:30. So
Oh, no,
I
it's
know,
later now?
dude. I know, man. I know.
Ah.
That is what I'm saying.
How late do we have to be there? How late are we committed
Well,
to?
it's present night, dude. It's present night, man.
Yeah, but we can go through that quick, though, right?
I-
Can't we
you
just
know,
grab
I
the
don't
presents
know,
and
dude.
open
There's
them later?
lots of people in the family. There's lots of presents. You know, usually half the living room is full of presents.
Dude, we're not going to gather like 10:30, right?
I know, dude. So who's gonna come over and help wrap all Jake's presents?
I'm not
Why
doing
don't we
that.
just keep it low and like we'll only have to wrap like 6 or 7? Why we get all the presents?
Yeah, why do you don't wrap his presents from Santa, do you?
Yeah, you should not do that.
No, you
No,
we
not
have
from
been.
Santa.
We-
No,
well, I
the big
don't-
ones we don't.
Yeah, I don't wrap the big ones, and I put a tag on them from Santa, but I do wrap.
you give him the toys first unwrapped, and then the crappy
Look.
stuff like socks and T-shirts you wrap.
Okay, but kids like unwrapping stuff, so why not?
But
They
you
like
teach,
it's
teach
meant
him
for
early
them.
that unwrapping stuff is crap. That way he doesn't expect too much.
No, I don't like that idea. I'm not gonna go that way. That's an awful idea.
No, you're gonna keep him on the Santa train.
Teaching me cynical at a young age. It's all crap, you know. If it's wrapped, it's crap.
Tiffany, make sure you leave like Chris some info on what brand of cardboard fort your mom used when you were 11, so he know when Jake's 11, he can use that same fort to tell Jake that no Santa. He
Look,
just,
I know how little boys
I
are.
think it's nice to keep the magic as long as you can.
that's what Michael Jackson said.
You're funny.
Oh my God, Tiffany, you had a little Christmas thing going on Facebook this weekend.
Did
this
I?
week, yeah, with Petrocelli and all the boys in England
yeah,
because
that's
you
right.
you were watching the Big Bang
We
Theory.
watched it. You and I were watching
Right,
it.
we watched it, and they literally came up with exactly what you hate.
God, yeah, like
was
Sheldon.
spot on.
So many times Sheldon says things that I'm like, yeah, Sheldon, thanks. But like this one, what'd he say about like, oh, you get all excited about English pudding, and then they come out and it's just like a cake with like raisins in it, and that's so true. I was so upset in England because every time their desserts disappointed me all the time. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna have Christmas pudding. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great because there's a song about it. Like this is gonna be like the thing, and it looked like chocolate cake, and it looked like chocolate cake, and it looked like it had chocolate sauce on it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And they put it in front of me. I bite into it, it has raisins, and it's a fruit cake. It's a fruit cake, and I was so upset.
It's like a rums or liquor-soaked fruit cake, and then it's got that awesome rum sauce on it.
Is that what it is?
But when
I don't think I've ever had. Is it figgy pudding? Is that what you're
Plum
talking about?
pudding.
Just what is
it's
it called?
Christmas pudding.
Just Christmas
Yeah,
pudding.
Christmas
But-
So
plum
it's a
pudding.
rum cake, basically, like a rum fruit cake.
Yeah, it's like a
I don't know.
sponge cake with fruit in it, but then they
It
put
was
this
gross.
hard sauce. That's what it is. It's like this white sauce with rum and sugar that goes on it.
Doesn't sound all
It's
that
like
bad.
a fruit
It's
cake.
like-
It's a fruit cake.
It's what?
I like fruit cakes. I
Yeah.
don't know why people hate them so much.
I don't like-
mind them.
but-
I don't want
Yeah.
to eat them all the time.
When
But
you
No,
think
but-
you're going to be eating chocolate cake in your mouth and you haven't had good dessert in such a long time and you bite into it and it's not chocolate cake after your brain's like it's going to be
What
chocolate
if
Wait,
it's
wait a
something
minute.
good,
They already told you it's pudding, and now you're expecting chocolate cake. What kind of? You're already on one level of disconnect. What does it matter if you go up a level?
Well, I learned
You've
that
already screwed up.
pudding means dessert there.
Yeah.
So
So did they tell you the pudding was going to be chocolate cake?
it looked like chocolate cake.
Oh, so what?
Who gets I don't care.
was there a picture of it when you ordered it?
But Petra totally agreed with me.
Yeah.
So thank you, Petra. Gav likes it. And that was an argument on Instagram that we had.
Uh-huh.
And Tom Saran also said that he liked it or something. Like he said that chocolate cake does not look like that. Like, and then he showed us a picture of his chocolate cake. And then I showed him a picture, and then Petra's like, I agree with Tiffany.
Because they're dirty, showing each other
Yeah.
your chocolate cakes.
Well, they eat horrible food though most of the year, so anything like even remotely delicious is going to go over well.
Well, you know what? Their cream's different. I actually like their cream a little bit better, but like in their milk, everything's kind of different, so their desserts turn out different. I don't like their chocolate over there. I like our chocolate here better. There's so many things that's gross there.
What do you mean our
their
chocolate?
Doritos are gross there. That's a whole different thing.
Their Doritos are gross?
Yeah, their Doritos taste gross over there. Like they make them different. I don't know what it is, but like
They may use different products. Maybe there's stuff that's not available in the UK.
I think it's like Australia or England. They're getting Doritos crusted Pizza Hut.
their
You know,
Oreos.
yeah, like the crust covered in Dorito dust. No.
No way.
Their Oreos are better there.
What?
No.
Yeah, they're creamier. Like when you take them apart, you could lick them as opposed to like the paste that you have to pull off here sometimes with the cream. Like, you know, you go like that there, and then the cream is like a hard pasty thing. But there, it's cream.
I don't think too
And
much
it
about
likes it.
food. She thinks way too much about like just. The,
I know.
the
For someone who
structure of
doesn't
food.
like food, she likes food a lot.
I know she knows.
That's
about
all
the
she's talking about.
consistency, structure,
What's up? Are you hungry?
manufacturing.
Did
the
you eat
differences.
today? Is your blood
Yes,
sugar low?
I ate at Boston Market today.
Is your car like running out of food? Do we need to stock up your car on food and ants and cockroaches?
Mike?
You're listening to Double Special. Yes, Crystal.
I think Tiffany has an email at Double Special from Santa Claus.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
nice.
sent her a video message.
Oh, cool.
What? Where on the double special?
We can't play it
Double
now.
special
Can we
Gmail.
no, because remember, can you add video? I don't think you can you?
Nah, but we can listen to
Oh
it.
my
You can
gosh,
listen to
I'm
it.
so excited.
right.
No, let's
It's
wait.
going to take a minute to load.
Are we gonna watch it now?
I guess while we're getting ready, I want to talk a little bit about shows upcoming. On January 14th, back on the show, Kevin Bartini will be joining us. If you remember, he is the New York comedian who is a warm-up comic and also was connected with the naming of George Carlin Way. That's correct. And so he'll be calling in to let us know about his upcoming release of a comedy album. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Finally doing that. And we'll talk a little bit about what it might take to get a comedy album. How do you get it done? What's the best place to record it? Yada, yada, yada. This thing will have to load. If you want to see live stand-up, on the December 27th, I'll be at Bonkers in Ocala. You can come and check out that show. Just go to Bonkers. That's Bonkers with a Z. comedyclub.com and click on the Ocala link. I'll be there on the 27th. And then Finley's Irish Pub, January 31st. The end of January, I will be headlining, and Tiffany Barbee will be featuring for me.
It's me.
That's going to be an awesome show. I'm so excited about that show. I'm looking forward to it. I did a show at Coconuts this past week, and it was an interesting show. Tiffany got to see like the other side of how an audience can be a little bit resistant.
Right.
Sometimes.
I liked it because I felt like you did what you went there to do. Like, and you got 2 gold nugget jokes out. Like, you got 2 good solid jokes now.
Jordan nailed it with his immediate description of the night of the set.
I don't recall. What did I say?
You said it was hurried, and you said I seemed nervous, and that you jumped over a couple of.
Oh, yeah.
punchlines when I was a little-
Definitely were.
Right.
Yeah.
You were hurried and nervous. I was totally
me too.
right.
Yeah, yeah. It
I'm
was.
not jumping on you like your bandwagon like Tiffany does.
No,
I'm
but
not a
she's
yes
right.
man.
I did go there because it's a smaller club. It's a home club. I knew it wasn't going to be a busy night. It wasn't a busy night. They were a bit stiff, but I don't like to blame the audience. It's your job as a comic to get them laughing, and they were laughing.
And you were complaining a lot about the comics that went on before you, too.
Who was? I didn't complain about
You
it.
didn't complain about it. And I didn't.
I'm
When he
just
got
making
off
that up.
stage, I didn't say, "Oh, Chris, you killed him." Blah blah. Blah. I said that I felt like,
I got the nuggets.
yeah, that he
Oh,
had
yeah.
these solid bits.
No, you definitely didn't kill. It was more
No.
like it was a
Slow
minor, it was like a abrasion. You abraded. You abraded that show.
But you know what? People were
I
chuckling.
got a rash from that
There
show.
was laughing the whole time. There was no there was no point where it was just no laughter happening. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
felt like you had them chuckling or laughing
Yeah,
throughout
no.
the show.
They only had to shush one table from like talking during your act. Like,
Who did?
oh, there was one table. Yeah, they totally got into talking to each other in the middle of your act.
The
and so-
girls?
No, it wasn't the
No.
girls. It was like a couple.
It was a couple, but they were talking about your joke.
Oh, well,
You
did
got
they,
them
did
started-
They,
Little while.
nobody say anything to him, did they? 'Cause
Oh,
that would be-
yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, people went up, but
Larry
they,
went up and hit her.
no.
Smacked her right in the chops.
I heard that. It sounded like
Yeah.
like a pork chop.
like
hit
a
somebody.
wet slap.
But
yeah,
you,
like
you
hitting
got
a
them,
melon with a steak.
Yeah, you got them in a conversation about one of your jokes.
That's a good thing, I say.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to watch my video
Okay,
now.
well, you can't watch it, but you can listen to it. We'll play
I
the
can
audio here
watch
for you guys.
it.
Go ahead, play it.
I'm ready.
I hope you're bad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hello, Tiffany.
Oh!
I received a letter from a certain friend of yours.
Oh my god.
What a charming person. She was anxious to know if you'll be on my nice list this year.
So are we.
Let's take a look at your file.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Tiffany, tell everybody what you're seeing here so they can.
It's Santa.
Pictures of her
okay.
banging.
Well,
I didn't know
you
it.
haven't aged at
What is it?
all.
Tiffany walks around the house naked.
That's
That's
what it
what it
says on the
says.
file.
That's not true.
Hear that you've been mostly good this year. Tiffany,
What?
I'm very proud of you. I'm sure that you will be getting the present that my elves are getting ready for you.
What is it?
What is it?
And I
Ooh!
don't think you'll be disappointed.
It's Big Bang Theory Legos.
Come on,
Uh-oh.
Oh my
let's
gosh.
go and see if my reindeer are ready to deliver it to you.
What's happening now?
His bookcase is opening.
Here's
There's
Coro.
there's a
Just
reindeer.
like you, he doesn't care about anything.
That's so true.
I don't know yet if we'll stop by your home, but if I were you, I'd tidy up the place.
It is. It is.
Get to work.
The magic's happening for Tiffany.
I know.
It just happened for Tiffany. Jesus. Merry Christmas, Tiffany. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Can you post that on Facebook or tweet it out and let people know about that so they can see it?
Oh
That's
my
pretty funny, dude.
gosh.
That's awesome.
That was so awesome.
Good job, Crystal. That was very
I
nice.
told you Santa was real.
Oh.
Oh, my God. You're listening to Double Special. We're almost out of here. It's got about a half an hour to go. Again, you can hear the rebroadcast of the show on irnbroadcast.com. Was I correct about that, Crystal? Was that the website? I know you had it pulled up earlier. Thank you. And also on Gear Radio. That's GEARR.com, GearRadio.com, Saturday morning at 8.
Are we still?
Yeah, it's still.
I don't know. There was a whole series of emails that I got bored by.
Yeah, well, you didn't even really read them. I mean, you read like half of them.
I read the ones from Marine because those are funny.
He just basically wanted all of our stuff that we gave him again, and it got into a whole thing. And listen, I like JT, the fact that he supports the show, sort of. I mean, he could do a little bit more for us. I think that Mike Peters does a great job on IRN broadcast. And he puts, he's got we're up on the bumper, the rotating thing up there. And then I was listening to Doug's show when they took a break. He played our bumper, so it's nice. I don't think that JT's doing that. He might listen to a few things
because he's a terrible.
Well, I don't think he's terrible. I just don't think he knows like all the nuances that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if he's running. I gave him sound bites, but who knows if he's running them? I don't know. And then last time I went on, I guess for me, a couple weeks ago I went on and the show wasn't even on.
Yeah, because he's a marshmallow ghost.
But if you listen to Gear Radio, he does rebroadcast the show. You're more than welcome to check it out on that network.
But IRN would be better.
Yeah, that's fine.
Better
Whatever
choice.
you want to say. It's Christmas time. We're going. Everybody's got Christmas parties, and I guess Crystal, you have a Christmas party at work. We were talking about this the other night, and you were talking about dressing up like in costume to this party, which prompted the discussion that maybe, for me at least, we both work in the medical field, and you know how these parties are. They're usually kind of stuffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not really wild.
Well, mine will be good. They're going to have a joke-telling contest.
See, is this at somebody's house?
No, it's going to be at the Marlin Darlin.
What's the Marlin Darlin?
It's like a, like
it sounds
a
like
fish
a bait
place.
shop. What is it?
It's like a fish place.
Oh, a fish place.
Do you think like the end of the contest, like the owner or the doctor's gonna stand up and is like, "Hey, I got a joke for you. You're all fired. I win. I win the joke contest,
Give me the
bitches."
money. I don't know about a joke contest. See, that's edgy material because you're around your coworkers. Somebody is going to tell like the worst off-color, awful joke.
I asked Vicky, the office manager for like the medical side, and she said that they tell dirty jokes. Some of the guys tell dirty jokes and stuff. But the prize to be had is a case of beer.
Case of what beer?
It's Corona, I know.
A case
but
of
it's still
Corona?
Case of beer.
Oh, gross. Yeah,
Show your ass in front of your coworkers for a case of Corona.
Yeah.
I was excited.
She
I
tells
was
them
like,
Chris is not
Corona.
going to. I'm like, you're damn right I'm not entering. I'm not telling jokes in front of your coworkers. That's no.
Well,
They
no,
can come to
because
the
you get
club to
paid
do
for that. You get paid.
Well,
so
but
you can't
but-
get that away free.
Yeah, but it's the matter of the environment you're in, right, Tiffany? Would you go to Christmas parties, company Christmas parties? Do you do that?
No, I teach martial arts for a living.
Yeah, I know what you do. Do they have a Christmas party for the employees of the places that you're at, or no?
I don't think so.
Does anybody call you on Christmas?
Like on Monday, I'm gonna do a party with the kids.
Okay, but not like an official company.
No.
You've never been at a place where they did a company party?
Probably.
Okay, well.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean.
Okay.
But our advanced dermatology
Dead
parties
end.
were
Nothing,
fun.
yeah.
It was a dead end. What's that?
Our advanced derm parties were fun.
Yeah, no, and they're usually, I guess in the medical field, I'm used to it. In the medical field, it's a common thing. Doctors, have parties for their office staff, larger companies. You've been in corporations where they have
Yeah,
Christmas
you have
parties.
to dress up and behave
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
while your boss like, "Hey, have another drink," and like, "Yeah, I'd love to," but then I tell you what I think about you, and it'd be a bad scene all around.
Yeah, I've
let me
never
go
done
eat
that.
some of this gummy shrimp off the buffet. Thanks.
Yeah, and maybe it's like for some companies, it's when you get your bonus, so you're almost obligated to go if you want to
Oh,
get your
yeah.
bonus. That's a trick they like to do. Like, oh, bonuses are going to be at the party. It's like, now I have to go to the party and get the envelope. And as soon as I get the envelope, I'm outie, but you have to wait, and usually it's later. Now at your party, it's like a goddamn Star Search happening. What is happening at your party? Where
Well, no, there's all kinds so at first when you get there, there's
Ugh.
like mingling and drinks.
Is that
and
a
then
game
there's,
they
like,
play,
a
or is it just
dinner.
regular mingling?
No, they usually do like things where there's
Okay,
going
so
to
it's
be a wheel to
so it's
spin
a
for
reception.
prizes.
You have a reception at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, there's going to be a big
I'm
wheel to
definitely
spin
not
for
going with
prizes.
you.
Oh, like a raffle wheel?
No, like you don't have to pay to be in the raffle. It's
Is
just
this
a wheel
fish
you get to
market like
spin.
outside
No,
with
it's a
sawdust on the
restaurant.
ground?
It's a restaurant.
Sounds like a carnival
it's a-
midway.
What kind of prizes are they giving away?
Oh, I saw the
You
baskets.
should
dude.
bring
They're
Jordan.
Good. They're
What
good.
are they?
They're like Godiva chocolate baskets and Like other like I say I like the coffee Starbucks baskets and stuff.
Oh,
and
that's cool. At least it's not just moisturized.
You know what they are? I'll tell you what they are. They're gifts from other goddamn practices when they
No,
say
no,
they take
no,
the
no,
stickers
no,
off
sure.
and they put
Yeah.
them out. Oh, look at that. I got that. This is from Dr. Waltz. We'll put that right there. It's a nice Godiva
whatever.
basket.
You know, those other doctors that send them to your doctors spend a lot of money on them.
Well, there's that.
Mhm.
All right. So, okay. So this is coming up Saturday night, and you were talking about wearing, because I'm going to wear a suit.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get, you're talking about wearing elf costumes, and you're on Fredericks.
I said it would be funny.
You're on Fredericks of Hollywood. Yeah, but funny or is it appropriate? I love you, and I love your spontaneity, but would you want to do that?
Well, honestly, it's a Christmas party, so shouldn't you like wear like
A
it's
sexy
an
outfit?
opportunity. Well, no, it could be like a semi-sexy.
No,
elf.
you were looking at a sexy Mrs. Claus costume.
Yeah.
On
Some-
Fredericks of Hollywood.
Yeah. Something that you would wear on Halloween, which is already people are
That might be
complaining that's
true.
turned into like a sexy outfit holiday.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to take it to the next level. Go, let's do Thanksgiving and Christmas while we're at
You
it.
were you were looking like what sexy Christmas outfit would go with my thigh-high boots,
I
and
was.
stiletto
That's
heels.
true. But here's the thing.
That's what brought. Hold on, that's what brought up to begin with. The fact that you were insistent on wearing huge stiletto boots that go all the way up past your knees to your mid thighs. So if-
I know, right?
in order
They're
for somebody to
badass.
see them, you've got to wear something extremely
Right.
short.
Exactly. And I know what it was. Sexy Santa costume would be great.
It would be great.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
would
Nobody else is.
match.
Yeah.
Look, my
Because Miss Claus wears boots, black boots, right? So.
not thigh-high stilettos.
No, but see, that's what it takes to like.
She's
the,
a kindly old woman. What are you
no,
talking about?
Like, so where the skirt stops, the boot starts. So you don't see any leg, you just see the boot. I mean, I don't see what that's not provocative.
when did Mrs. Claus become Charlize Theron in Aeon Flux? What is happening?
What if this is all leading into your Christmas present, though?
Yeah, you could have
Oh,
a
no,
fun
it's not.
Saturday
I'm not
night.
Yeah.
that lucky. I couldn't be that lucky.
You don't know what's coming up.
What is your face?
You're
what
going
was
to
that,
Club
Crystal?
Quest.
Why was that? Why'd you make a sick face like you just had a lemon?
I know, it's only
Because
like
we
a
discussed
3-hour
having
party.
sex with you.
Yeah. What is that? Why?
Yeah, I don't think that like all of us having sex together. That's kind of gross.
Who said anything about that?
At the party? What
What?
party is
What
this?
the hell
When
are
did
you
we do
talking
this?
about?
It's eyes wide shut.
All right, let's just move on from that.
So
Yeah, so I just thought this
Eyes
not.
wide open.
Tiffany, are you with me on this at all? Like a Christmas party, don't you think? Even though you've never been, don't you think it would not be good to wear like a
well,
sexy?
like I've had boyfriends that have brought me to their work party, so I know what they're
But
like.
did they ask you to wear a Mrs. Claus outfit?
No.
Hey, listen, let's dress up. You dress up like Miss. I'll be Jack Frost. We'll go as characters to the company Christmas
I
party.
didn't ask you to dress up.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it'll be cute.
For a second, you guys actually, you're like,
Like,
No, I don't want you to dress up. I don't need a Mr. Claus.
honey, I'm gonna go with you in a suit, and you're gonna be dressed up as Mrs. Claus. I
Like,
can't. It's gonna
dude,
be.
if I
you're
were
gonna be the only one in costume. I'm telling you
if-
right now.
What if you
if
just put
I
a-
were
I
you,
am, I will
Chris,
be, I
though,
know.
Hold on,
seriously,
wait, yes.
if I were you, I'd be like, yes, honey, please buy that outfit. Thank you.
Okay.
Like, I really
Yeah,
would.
that's
Like,
fair.
I would be like, look, I'm so proud to have her because look how hot she looks at this party. She's going to be the hottest person there if she did wear that.
And then you go as Pimp Claus. Like
And
you wear
even
your
if she-
suit and your beard and just a goblet.
Thank you.
And you be Pimp Claus. And nobody will even know who you are because you got a big Santa beard on.
These are not. These people are gonna be dressed in like evening. Yeah, it's not gonna be.
I
nobody's
know
gonna be dressed-
exactly. So they would expect such things from me.
What are we,
anyway.
Jeff
That's what
Daniels and
they
Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber? We
expect
show up
from
with the pink and
No, you wear
blue
what you
suits?
wear.
that would
I-
be cool.
You're more like OC and Stiggs.
oh, my
What?
God.
I don't know who that is.
You wear what you wear. I don't need you to match me.
Dude, if you dropped
I'm
stuff
not
like
one of
an
those
elf-
girls that like, oh my God, you gotta match me. No, I don't care.
I have to go as your date though, and you're dressing
So, you
sexy
don't have to
at
match
a
me.
at an
And then
office
she
party.
almost ditched you last night and said about me going.
I know. She's gonna have you wearing a thong there too, man.
Oh yeah, she wanted a sexy elf.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I would go to that party though
No,
just
that
to
you
see
know,
it.
you do that at like a house party for a Christmas house party. You could do that,
Oh, that
but
would
at a
be
company
fun.
party, I just feel like it should be,
Well, no, we could go to
regular
the party
street
and then we
clothes
could go
or
to
something
Freaky
nice.
Tiki. And
Oh my. Okay. See, so she's trying to turn into a pub crawl.
Yeah.
She's starting a house and she wants to do a pub crawl, a Christmas sexy pub crawl.
She
through
wants-
the streets with her thong and her frilly and her hat.
And then she wants to bring your comedy bit to life where dudes hit on her at the bar while you watch in your suit.
She doesn't have to bring it to life. It was to
like-
life when I wrote the bit. I wrote the bit about it being to life.
Hey, is it all right if I flirt with you in front of your father? Is it what they'll ask her?
You're an asshole.
Oh, that's mean.
That's okay. I can take it. All right. Did you pull up? Did we pull up a little thing? Do we
I
have a
have
quiz?
a Christmas quiz, yes.
Yeah. Is it? Did you get the computer up and running? Or
Oh, I had to turn it off.
Uh,
Sorry. I had to turn it off.
wow.
No, we have no quiz.
You see?
Yeah.
You see what I do?
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not being like retentive and being right.
No, you are.
But
being
wouldn't
retentive.
it be more adorable if she was wearing a Santa Claus outfit?
I don't know. Dude. Yeah. No. Listen. Here, and in the confines of our house, I'm totally down with that. I'm just saying at a party, there's that chance that you take dressing like that when you show up and nobody else is in costume and look at you like, what kind of crazy crap is your
Right.
wife doing right
Like,
now?
What if
I
she-
don't know how her work is.
That's what I'm saying. I
you
feel
know?
I feel like they're very conservative and they might not get the joke.
No, they will, and I know nobody's going to be in costume.
Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
It's just going to be the style of my cocktail dress will be Mrs. Santa Claus cocktail
Again,
dress.
we weren't Jordan. Tell
I have
her,
a compromise.
Hold on, wait. Before you say your compromise, what was she shopping for? Again, tell her again because she's
Sexy Mrs. Claus outfit from
Oh.
Fredericks of Hollywood.
Yeah, there's no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you were gonna say compromise.
Make her wear it to the in-laws' house on Christmas Eve. Whatever she wears to the office party, she has to wear to her mom's house.
Oh my God.
My-
Yeah, look at her face right now.
Eh.
What?
No, I would wear it. I don't care.
I would wear it to my mom.
I would wear it to
Dude.
my mom's.
Not
They'd
to
be
my
talking about you for
family's.
months after you left.
So, yeah, about how hot I looked.
Yeah, like my mom would be like, "Oh my God, you look so cute,"
Yeah,
but
see,
I would never wear it around my family because of my uncle.
What?
Oh yeah, that
There's
was
no
bad.
control. All right, it looks like we're not going to get this up in
It
time.
was a good one. It was a Christmas story quiz too.
What's that?
It was a
Well,
Christmas
just
story
ask us
quiz.
questions
I
about
would've
the
won
Christmas
that.
story.
Oh,
No, I'm pretty good
Well,
at it
I've
too.
seen that
It's been a
too
while.
several
I've
times.
seen it a million times.
Well,
Well,
if she can get the computer, she crashed the computer over
I
there.
watch it
don't
once
know
a
what you did earlier. I
year.
saw it crash.
I saw it in
You
the
didn't even know it. You were
big
just talking,
screen.
and you didn't even see the whole screen go blue with the big sad face on there. And then when you turned it off, you didn't know if it was. Is it turning back on? Did you actually
Yeah,
start it
I
again?
really like that Santa Claus video. Thanks, Crystal.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What?
Maybe we'll have the quiz up. We'll see what's going on, but or unless you want to pull it up, but we can't see the answers in front of us, dude. That's not going to work.
Yeah, and it gives you the answers.
Yeah, Jordan, that's not going to work.
coming
Hold on,
up.
she's coming up
No.
right now.
It's coming up. Stop.
Okay, so January 14th, we come by. Kevin Bartini will be on the show. Again, if you want to see live stand-up Bonkers in Ocala, December 27th, you can see me headline there. Also at Finley's on January 31st. That's in Largo. Tiffany will be featuring for myself. And that's going to be a really great show. Kieran puts on a great show. Packed house. It's a neat bar. Good food. Awesome tater tots. You get your tater tots before you go
Oh
on.
my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
no,
God.
I'm totally having that while you're on stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a pre-show ritual with
Well, I
you.
do
You-
want to record you though, so I can't eat. while
yeah,
you're there.
we'll set
So
up.
I'll wait.
Maybe we'll set up the stand.
I'm
It'll be all
definitely eating tater tots though while I'm there. It's totally going down.
right.
You should do your act eating tater tots. That'd be
Oh
funny.
my God.
That would be funny.
You should
I
do,
love
yeah.
tater tots.
Bring your tater tots on stage
Yeah.
with you.
Like most
I'll put them
comics.
in my pocket like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh my
I
God,
know.
that's
Give me
nasty.
some tots.
That's nasty.
Yeah, why would you do
Well,
that?
I put it
eating
in a
food out of your
napkin.
pocket.
Well, trust me, my pockets are clean.
Ew, no, they're not. They're
I'm a
linty and
very
gross.
clean person.
Gross.
One of the 2 nights will be off, either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. I'll have a best of show done. It'll be 2 hours. It'll be clips from the old shows, some of the food challenges. We're going to throw the electric nipple clamp clip on there of me getting zapped, the very first person to get zapped with the clamps. Also, we'll have the Lorene wrap on there. We're going to have our double special wrap. I'm going to try to find a bunch of pictures and stuff like that while we play audio. A lot more of Brad's phone calls. You heard one of them tonight. I've got like 4 or 5 more. We'll do a little segment with
There'll be
him.
prizes. If you subscribe, we'll give you $1 whole.
I think I'm going to do little chunks of Marty's Lego stuff. We haven't seen that in ages. I think there were a couple funny ones we could put up that he used to do the Lego recreations of our show. That went out the window when his wife.
We're going to be
decided to do
reviewing the top movies of 2014.
that. Are we?
Are we?
No.
No, I don't think so. Maybe when we get back, we'll do that. I don't care. Anything else before we get out of here? We got about 10 more minutes.
I think we got the quiz up.
Yeah, do we?
Yep. Here
All
we
right.
go.
So are we going to do the quiz now? All right. So in honor of Christmas, the last 10 minutes of the show, we'll go ahead and do a Christmas story trivia quiz.
What are the stakes?
Hold on. This is Christmas Story the movie, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Who's
Jordan,
gonna keep
stakes.
score?
Yeah, I don't know. You are. You're the producer.
Jeez.
I gotta read the question.
Yeah, and then you just
All
look
right.
down and make a mark near somebody's name. It's not that hard. So as always, the rules are this. She'll say the question. If you know the answer to the question, we can just shout it out or do our name first?
name first.
Name first. Say your name if you
Because
think you know.
Tiffany gets confused and she loses that way.
I agree.
Yeah.
Name first. If you know the answer, say your name, and then Crystal, you will go ahead and let us answer the question. If you miss it, you get one shot at the question. If you miss it, you're out. It's between the other two players. Otherwise, we'll go on forever. You can't.
And
just
the winner
keep
gets a
yelling.
ticket to the premiere of the interview.
That's mean.
I
Here's a possible death
Yeah.
for you. There you go. All right, Crystal, you ready?
Yes.
All right, this is a Christmas story trivia quiz. Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The main character's name is
Tiffany.
Oh,
Yes, Tiffany.
Ralphie.
Correct.
damn it! I couldn't say it. I forgot what name to say.
The main character's brother's name
Chris.
is Chris.
Alfie.
No.
I forgot.
Oh,
Wrong.
crap.
I froze.
I know what it is.
Ding, ding,
Anybody
ding.
else? Jordan?
That's it.
No, I don't know.
Time out.
Oh,
Nobody
what is
gets
it?
it. It's Randy.
Randy. Oh,
Randy.
Oh, got
Alfie.
you guys.
The hell
All
was
right. Next one. Who put his tongue to the pole? You guys know nothing about Christmas.
I don't know the
No, it's
specific names.
I don't know names.
Yeah.
It
I'm
was-
going to Jordan.
Jordan.
Scotty.
No.
It's worth a guess. I
It
think it's the
was.
kid's actual name, though.
Chris.
Chris.
Timmy.
No.
Timmy.
No.
Tiffany. No.
You want to guess a random name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yes. What?
Armando.
No.
Oh my
really?
God,
I don't
no.
know what his
Armando.
name is.
Terrible guess.
The name was Flick.
Oh, yeah,
that's
Flick,
right.
yeah.
That's funny.
Now you guys know, don't
Right,
you?
we're-
No,
All
I
right.
don't. I don't remember the names.
Next question. What did the lamp that they won look like?
Tiffany.
Jordan.
Tiffany.
It's a lake with hose on it.
It
it's
is-
it's a
yes,
lake with hose
yes,
on it. It's
it
a
is,
lake.
you're right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I think she should have said fishnet, though. I don't think that should have counted.
No, that's fine.
Actually, the answer is a leg, so she's correct.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
like-
Yeah.
Tiffany's
Okay.
killing it.
I get confused with my own name. How to say my own name?
Oh my God. Okay. What was the little orphan Annie's secret message?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Ah!
Ha!
Yeah, you're right.
I got a ding because I was so good.
Who did he say told him the queen mother of dirty words?
Tiffany.
Chris.
Tiffany.
Flick.
No.
Crap.
The F word.
No, who told him? that?
Jordan.
Oh,
Jordan.
His dad.
No.
No, it was one of his friends. I thought it was Flick. Who was it?
Schwartz.
Oh,
that's right.
Schwartz. That's right,
Schwartz,
that
I
kid.
forgot
oh,
about
the other
that.
kid when the
The other
mother in the
one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
He gets beaten in the background. Very
Yeah.
funny.
I think I knew that kid.
Who owned the dogs?
Oh, what were the names?
Tiffany,
Tiffany.
the neighbor.
No,
No.
what were their names though?
What was the name? What was their
Oh,
last name?
what was their name? What was the name?
Jordan.
Oh,
Jordan.
The Crangs.
no, Chris.
Chris.
Bumpkus.
Oh, so close.
The Bumpus.
Bumpuses.
I
You
said give it
Bumpuses.
to him.
Bump
Yeah,
you
he gets
Bumpuses.
it.
Give it to him.
Yeah,
that was
it
good.
was close
That
enough.
was good. How come
Close
you
enough.
ring the bell whenever you guys get
I
something
just ring
right?
it when I feel happy.
All right. What did his mother get his father for Christmas?
Ooh.
Chris.
Chris.
Who? The father?
Yeah.
What did his mother get his father for Christmas?
Bowling ball.
Correct.
Oh, you're so smart.
What did his aunt make him for
Come on,
Christmas?
Oh, Chris.
Tiffany!
Chris.
She got it first.
Tiffany.
The pink bunny costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pink bunny outfit. What magazine did he put the ad in?
The ad.
Yeah.
The ad.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Playboy.
No.
Chris.
Chris.
Popular Mechanics.
No.
Jordan. I forgot the ad.
Jordan.
Highlights.
No. It was Look.
I would never got that.
What was the ad for?
I don't know.
What's the score?
I don't remember the ad.
The score is
Chris.
Tiffany 3, Chris 2, Jordan 1.
Yeah, baby.
Next.
All right.
While in his snowsuit, what can't his brother put down?
Jordan.
Jordan.
His arms.
Correct.
That's kind of a trick question.
It
He was
is.
going to ring the bell on us. Just drown us out.
What is the thing he wants?
Chris.
Chris.
The Red Ryder BB gun.
Correct.
Yeah, boy.
She didn't even finish
Jeez,
the
I know,
sentence.
right?
I know what it was coming. That's how the game goes, baby.
What is the bully's name?
Chris.
Chris.
Red?
No.
I thought it was red for some reason.
Because he has red hair.
Yeah, he's a ginger, but I thought
Jordan.
Jordan.
Spike.
No.
it was... Ooh, that's a good guess, though. I would have said that.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Archie.
No, it's Scott Farkas.
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 What an awful name.
It is. What is the bully's partner's name?
Oh, Lordy, I don't know.
Oh, Chris.
Chris.
Butch.
No.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Woim.
No.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Squid.
It's Grover Dill.
Who would remember that? Grover Dill.
Well, you guys have seen the movie so many
I
times,
wish I
right?
saw it already.
yeah, his name was
Okay.
probably mentioned once in the movie.
I thought the bullies were a big part of the movie.
They were kind of, but they
were.
didn't say
Yeah.
their names. He didn't walk around and go, Grover Dill, Grover Dill, Grover
I
Dill.
think in narration they said their names a few times.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
So,
Next.
okay. What does the bully hit him with in the face with?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Snowball.
Correct.
Yay!
Damn it.
Crap.
Jordan, Tiffany, and Chris are tied.
How many
Oh my
questions left?
This is so hard.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
just don't want
6,
Jordan
7.
to win.
Yeah, let's go
7.
quick.
All right. What is the one saying he can't stand?
Jordan.
Chris.
Jordan.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yes,
Ah,
Jordan
man,
pulls
I was
ahead in
on
the
it.
lead.
Oh, that's so annoying. I hate it when Jordan wins things.
I was on it.
Where was the BB gun hiding behind?
Chris.
Chris.
The shed.
No.
Jordan.
Jordan.
The couch.
No.
Oh.
Close though, close.
Oh, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
The desk.
Yes.
Oh,
Tiffany
man.
and Jordan.
I
are
really
tied.
pulled that out. That
Yeah,
hurt.
you
that
did.
hurt,
Yeah.
dude.
You look like a psychic right then. I'm seeing a desk. Let's go with desk.
That hurt.
What
Alright.
did he say hit him in the eye?
What's that?
Oh, this is Tiffany.
Tiffany.
An icicle.
Yes, Tiffany pulls
Crap.
ahead, man. What did the dogs eat?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Oh,
You
Tiffany.
said Tiffany.
I said Chris and then Iffany.
Turkey.
Yes.
Damn it! You're not paying attention.
What type of restaurant do they
Chris.
go to? Chris.
Chinese.
Yes.
Should've
What
got
is
that
the
one.
name of the restaurant?
Chris.
Chris.
Hose.
No.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Hungs.
No.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Wime.
What is that?
What the hell?
Not likely.
The Boyd gets the worm. It's delicious Chinese
Palace.
food.
Palace. Chinese palace.
What was
Chop
it?
Suey Palace.
Chop
Oh.
Suey Palace. That's awful.
What do they eat?
Chris.
Chris.
Really?
Yeah, you got it. You said it first.
I
Okay.
don't know about that.
You want to challenge
All
it?
right, no, you go because I'm
Duck.
ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, it's duck.
Tiffany wins by 1 point.
That was it? Oh,
That was
Tiffany
it.
wins by 1 point. Yay.
Jordan, rewind it and play how Jordan's like, I'm gonna win.
No, so, he
You
saw
know
it.
what?
He saw a red band on the screen and it totally took him right out of the
Yeah.
game. He
Yesterday,
was right out of the game.
yesterday at the meeting, he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be hard to find a quiz that Tiffany can beat me at."
He did say that yesterday.
Well, no, he
Jordan.
got it's. We're broadcasting.
So
fine.
he
It's fine.
was still lost.
Yeah.
He was
We're
still
recording
lost.
anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Anyway, we're at the end of the show. Let's go ahead. Let's roll out with one more phone call by Brad. This will be on the best of show. I took the Pope one. How long is the Pope one? Is there any way you can bring it up and see the time on it, or not with this
No.
thing, not with that thing? We got 4 minutes. Does it say? Yeah, it says right there. What is it? Go with details. Go under details there and see up top there. Up top details. Yeah, and see if it says the time. 2 minutes.
2:25.
That's fine. We're gonna do one more call, and then we'll come right back. One more call from Brad Maclean, then we'll come back, close out the show. Wish you all a Merry Christmas. This is the Brad Maclean's call to the Pope.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I was wondering who to call to. I'd like to ask some questions about the Pope.
Moment. Hello?
Hello. I was just wondering who I could phone to ask some questions about the Pope. I was just interested in,
Pardon?
I was wondering who I could talk to about the Pope.
What do you want to talk about the Pope?
I'm 30. I'm in my mid-30s at the moment, and I was just wondering how you went about.
Pardon?
I was just wondering how you went about becoming a pope. What I had to do to sort of become one as I got older.
What do you have to do? You want to become a Pope, eh?
Just wonder. I'm sort of midway through my life now, but I'm thinking that if I going to studying and that, and just reading. But to be honest with you, I haven't even read the New Testament, but I have watched Monty Python's Life of Brian 2 or 3 times, and I also liked Tom Hanks in the Da Vinci Code and Forrest Gump. If you get a chance to watch it, maybe one day. I know it's a 1 in a million chance, but
Pope can become only the priest and the bishops. Okay?
so you'd have to become a bishop. You have to become a bishop first.
You have to become a priest first.
A priest first, and then and then work your way up the ladder that way.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Are you the Pope?
All right, we're back. That was Brad Maclean talking about the Pope.
Yeah,
But we like the Pope.
Yeah, right. This is a good Pope.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're at the end of another show. It's been a good show. Anything you want to say to the folks before the holidays, Tiffany? Let all your friends know. Hello, whatever.
I hope you guys have happy holidays.
That's it.
Yeah, what else am I going to do?
I don't know. Happy Merry Christmas to all my friends.
Say ho,
Mom,
ho,
Dad,
ho,
love you.
I don't
motherfucker.
like to say just one holiday specifically.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Oh,
Yes.
happy Hanukkah to everybody.
Wow, there you go.
Because
Jeez
that's
Louise.
now.
Jordan, anything you want to throw out there to your friends and family or people that know you?
Have a joyous Kwanzaa.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom, for all my presents.
What presents? You got your
All
presents
of
already?
them. No, when I get them.
Oh, my God. She really does still believe.
Yeah, I know.
How much you want to bet she watched that video when she goes home? Start the music.
Oh, I'm totally watching that video when I get home. Are you kidding me right now?
Crystal, anything you want to let everybody know for the holidays? Because we will be back.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, even though we're still going to be doing live video on New Year's.
All right, I'm fine with that. We'll shoot some live video. We'll throw it out there. You guys can watch our legs walk by.
Hashtag it.
Yeah, hashtag what? What's
the biggest
hashtag?
party in the world.
Yeah.
Hashtag it.
Biggest party in the world.
We're up on it.
Hashtag it.
Goodbye, you leg ends.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate. Happy New Year's. Be safe if you're out partying. Comics if you're working, have good sets. Make people laugh, make some money. Book me some gigs. I'll see you guys out there. See you guys in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody.
Ho, 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 motherfucker.